Yo. What's up, people? We back. We back. You heard me? Back and we better than ever. It's been a slow couple days on the internet. Last 2 days, man. Last 2 days. Now, hold on, y'all. Y'all know this got daggone Doug. Whenever you don't give him proper attention, he start geeking. What's up? Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you new. Hey, yo, y'all got to make sure y'all sharing the lives, y'all, because you see what's going on right now. YouTube doing this little thing it do every now and then, where it just slow up your channel. You know, we was rolling for the whole month of October. We was rolling. Know what I mean? November come around, they try to put the brakes on us. What's up, Kimmy, baby? Clemson. What's up, Prince George? And what's up with everybody, man? Hey. Y'all remember when Young Thug first got booked, right? Some of the most damaging evidence was that phone call. That phone call where they got Young Thug on the phone call saying, y'all boys getting soft. Y'all remember that? And I always questioned that evidence because I ain't never think Young Thug was as involved. I ain't never think he was as involved in that YSL case as the state was trying to allege. That's why I don't even understand why he even took that plea deal. Like, I'd have never taken that plea deal, man. But has people still been keeping up with the YSL trial? Highway Trapper. What it is? Yo, make sure y'all share the live, y'all. They playing number games, y'all. Only way we gonna get new people is if we share the lives. They're not recommending my videos to new people right now for some reason. Orders. Yeah, they're not God damn. Hold on. See, that's the thing about when you on the come up, they can kind of dictate you. Hold on. THU. And y'all, have y'all been seeing what's been going on the internet, yo? Like, yo, they is burning the internet down. The internet is being burnt down, y'all, by these larger platforms. Like, I'm all for the kicks and giggles, yo, but I think we just got, it's just too much of it, yo. It's too much of it, yo. It's too many stage plays. We is back, what it is. It's too many stage plays. Like, yo, it's not even interesting. Siobhan, what it do? It's not even interesting, y'all. It's like you know what to expect. Whenever you watch any of these platforms, say cheese, then turned into Adam 22 no jumper, you know what to expect. Expect non-stop bullshit. And it's like you can only watch it until it's enough. Like, all right, I ain't saying enough. I ain't learned absolutely nothing from this, whatever you want to call it. I think it's about time me to exit it. So y'all remember audio. I found Lucci. Young Thug. Hey Nico, cut it out. Cut it out. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get everything together. I was running behind for real. I actually was ready. Then I started straightening up and shit. Young Thug. Well, I can't find it. Fuck it. Yeah, Kimmy, it's bad, Kimmy. It's bad, man. Like you try to sit through it. And what I'm talking about is Sean Cotton got an interview now. He got an interview with FYBJ man and Rainwater. Like, yo, this shit is despicable. I'm talking about this terrible. You really it's terrible, man. We got some Marilyn Mosby news on the Baltimore
trip. We see you, airport dad. Protector of passports. Reserver of Uber. New today for the second time, a federal judge denies Marilyn Mosby's request to modify her home detention.
Fox 45's Mackenzie Frost joins us live in studio to break down the latest filing. Mackenzie, we know you've been following this case from the beginning. What are you learning now?
Yeah, very Kai. Marilyn Mosby has been asking to modify her sentence so she can travel around the state of Maryland anytime in this new role of Director of Global Strategic Planning. Now, this job is with an undisclosed company in California. But in these new court documents, Judge Lydia Grigsby denied Mosby's latest request for a curfew. She's also raising questions about this job. Judge Grigsby says Mosby has yet to provide salary information to her probation officer, and at this point, the judge says she's not even sure if Mosby's job is lawful or legit.
They Mosby fucking with George Soros, man. And it was crazy, y'all. I supported Mosby throughout this whole ordeal. But, y'all, I seen something that came out. And it was backed by George Soros. And y'all know who George Soros is. You know, they say he's trying to destroy America. That's what they say. I ain't really know too much. I ain't look too deep into him. But now she got this job. That's I'm gonna let it play because I'm just lining this with y'all for real.
Legitimate. Now, Mosby's legal team has yet to file a response to this latest development. And joining us live now to talk about this is Baltimore area attorney Kurt Nachman. Thanks for joining us, Kurt. You've been following this case for several years alongside us now. Is it common for a defendant not to provide this information, like salary details, to their probation agent?
No, it's certainly not common. In fact, you know, if I had a client who came into my office, the first thing I would say is trust and verify. In other words,
now one thing for sure, yo, Fox 45 is part of the play to take her down. You know, they've been part of the play from the very beginning.
You should bring in, you know, something on letterhead indicating that you have a job offer. It should have some sort of information with regard to sort of a loose salary guidelines, even if it's not a salary position, even if it's some sort of commission-based position, which if she's opening sort of this new location for Glom Global, you know, and it's not salary-based, it's commission-based, you know, there should be some information about that that's available. And really, it's very curious. And clearly the judge called her out on it, and parole and probation called her out on it. That you know, perhaps they think this is not a real job.
And we know that this is the second time that Marilyn Mosby has requested to modify this sentence. The judge is also saying she's concerned about Mosby's ability to adjust to supervision. What do you think that means?
So reading between the lines a little bit, you have to wonder if the report that probation sent the judge had some indicia that perhaps she wasn't where she was supposed to be when she was supposed to be there, which is maybe the judge sort of saying, hey, by the way, you're not complying with your conditions here, and I'm going to subtly let you know that you're not complying with your conditions here in a sort of a verbal fashion.
By the way,
you still have to stay home and get permission to leave your house when you need to.
We know that Marilyn Mosby's defense team argues
right,
that she needs to be able to travel whenever she wants for this job. That's why they're asking for this curfew instead of having to ask for permission each time she leaves under the current guidelines of
it
this.
is strange.
At this point, given your experience, how much leeway or how long will the judge allow this to go on before something perhaps changes with the sentence overall?
Well, I mean, she'd have to violate something in order to have an adjustment of her sentence. So I don't, in absent
why the
sort
fuck
of
they
an
want a
express
sentence
violation
change?
of
So
her terms and
545 wants some
conditions
bullshit.
I don't see the judge issuing a retake a retake warrant for Ms. Mosby. However, you know, if it's very common to ask a judge for a probationer for some sort of accommodation for work, but it's also very common for the lawyer to provide documentation associated with it. I cannot think of the last time that I modified someone's sentence for a work or travel restriction to be lifted and I didn't provide appropriate documentation. And so, you know, the judge, frankly, has given Ms. Mosby a fair amount of leeway. And really, the lawyers involved are all experienced enough to know that they just need a letter from the company on letterhead indicating what Ms. Mosby needs to do for work in order to get this this issue resolved.
All right, we'll see what Marilyn Mosby's defense team says in response to this. I just checked the federal docket before talking to you. Nothing has been filed yet, but we'll keep our eyes peeled. Kurt Nachman, thanks for your time tonight.
Thanks, Mackenzie.
Joining us live now to talk about this is trial attorney Jeremy Eldridge.
All right, we ain't got to go deep into that. Hey, y'all, so y'all know Mike Tyson and Jake Paul supposed to be fighting, yo. Is anybody watching that fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul? I want to watch it. They did like a little press conference today. Or was it yesterday? Today. Yeah, I'm watching it. I'm going to watch that shit, yo.
Trapped in a cycle.
I'm going to tell you one thing, yo. Mike better not let that boy beat him, yo. Yo, Mike better not fuck his legacy up on this exhibition fight. I know he lost fights before. But I just don't get it. Like, I hope it's a real fight and not a money grab. You feel me? I ain't trying to watch no money grab. Like the Floyd Mayweather and Carter. That was a money grab. It was in the clause that nobody get knocked out. I think it's different in this fight. At least that's what they saying. You know? But if they're going to fight, let it be a real fight, man. I'm not interested in a money grab. I'm not.
Cycle of opioid use, withdrawal, and cravings.
Everyone wants to know what's going through your mind. Is the old Mike back? Is vintage Mike back? Let us know.
Are you talking to me right now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I'm back, yeah.
You're the star.
I'm just happy to be here. I love you too. Thank you.
When you and your team were watching Jake after the Mike Perry fight, you said the difference between me and him is that he's a manufactured killer. He's the killer that papers and TV made. I'm a natural-born killer. That's what you said. That we felt in our bones. That's what everyone who grew up watching you remembers. Can you expand on that? Why is he manufactured and why are you for real?
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if you can expand on that. I mean, can you give me...
It's just what I said.
It's just that, all right. That's cool. When you hear that, do you agree with that, Jake? Is there something to that?
Whatever he wants to think, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but the deadliest weapon on the planet is manufactured, and that's a nuke.
What is going on with your ear over there, Jake, if I could just ask that?
I'm not getting my shit bit off on Friday night, so I got my diamond spiked ear covers right there.
Yo.
But is there any...
Yo, they'll never let... Yo, the shit that what Jake Paul did, yo, they'll never allow a black man to do that. Like, yo, Jake Paul came from YouTube, and ended up in professional boxing, doing all these exhibition matches that he get paid millions on top of millions of dollars for. Like, yo, I don't think... Hold up, yo. All right. Yeah, I don't think that'll ever happen again. And that's what people be talking about, man. When people be talking about privilege, Jake Paul is a prime example of privilege. Prime example, yo. Like, yo, how did he do that? Yo, how did he go from YouTube to this? And he had about 10, 15 fights by now. It is fake already, Kim. I want Mike. If Mike don't win, I'm gonna be upset. For real.
Chance this goes to a decision, or does this have to end in a knockout?
No, someone's getting put to sleep. It's going to be a war, and we're both heavy hitters. It's not going the full 16 minutes.
Can you share us why did you say this
Oh my God.
sentence? The fear of losing is too much fighting than dying. And
Gee,
what
man.
would you lose if you lose this fight? Thank you.
I'm not going to lose.
But you say that in the last minute of the second
I am not
countdown.
going to lose. Did you hear what I said?
Thank you.
I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston, I'm Jack Dempsey. There's nobody like me from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want you as children. Praise be to God.
Yeah, well done. Well done. Mike, can I ask what you heard that?
Yeah, that's
from another
that
young
was
man from
legendary
Brooklyn?
right there,
What did
man.
that mean?
Yes, he was very, very eloquent, but that day I was off my meds.
You say you're not going to lose, but the odds say differently. How disrespected does that make you feel, and why do you think you are the underdog?
Yeah, it was something like that, Al.
Thank you. Hey,
You better, Daniel.
I'm fine with everything. I'm fine with everything.
We thought there was enough
he did.
negativity in the world, so we were curious if you had something nice to say about one another.
Well,
I'm getting booed? Wow.
Anything come to mind, Jake?
Well, I think he's going to look good in the picture when he's on the canvas and I'm standing over him. There's a lot of shit talk online saying you're going to kill me, and it just nothing in person. It's, I don't know. It's
I just hope I don't
pretty
play
boring,
with him,
pretty
Ray.
fucking boring.
Do you think these are mind games?
I don't know, man. It's not working. Whatever these games are, it's not going to change the result of what happens Friday night.
And you've said in the past that you want to be taken seriously as a boxer. So,
Then fight a real fighter then.
when can we expect you to start fighting legitimate
Yeah,
contending
fight a
fighters
real
in your
fighter.
given weight class?
Oh, I think you're the same dumbass from the other event.
I
You
am
asked
that same guy,
dumbass question,
and you didn't answer
And
the
you're
first time.
sitting here.
Yo, that's a valid question though. That's a valid question, yo. Like you was able, Jake Paul was able to go from YouTube to boxing, like I just said, fight a whole bunch of people that wasn't qualified, made all this money. Now you keep saying you want to be a legitimate, fight somebody. You understand what I'm fight? You feel me? Fight somebody. Fight Deontay Wilder. Fight what he'll be? He'll be a heavyweight, right? You know what I mean? Fight one of them guys, man. Fight somebody with the belt. You know? I want to see a real fight. Cause Mike Tyson damn near 60. But he better win.
Disrespecting Mike Tyson to his face once
I
again.
asked you a
Do you
question.
not think that he's a serious boxer?
No, he's
He
not.
walks away.
Light heavyweight.
A big,
Oh, all
a
right.
big story, a big part of your history, of course, your first trainer, the late great Customato. What do you think he would say of this spectacle going down on Friday?
he'd be very happy.
What do you think he would tell you about how to beat Jake Paul?
He would be very happy.
Yeah, it's cute. You know, I fear no man, so I want him to be that old savage Mike. He says he's gonna kill me. Is that what you're gonna do, Mike? Because I'm ready. I want that killer. I want the hardest match possible Friday night, and I want there to be no
Well, yeah,
excuses
well, I would
from
just use
everyone
that
at
as an
home
example,
when
Russ. I feel you
I
right,
knock
though.
him out. So is that what you're gonna bring, Homicidal?
I'm just ready. That's all I can say. I'm just ready.
The baddest man on the planet. I am Mike Tyson.
All right, that's 1-0. What about you, Lucas?
Jake Paul.
All right, 1-1. Shadeja.
Jake Paul.
All right, 2-1. Niraj.
Mike Tyson.
2-2. Mario.
Iron Mike.
3-2 for Mike. Amanda.
Come on, Jake Paul.
All right, 3-3. Katie.
You can never bet against a legend, Mike Tyson.
4-3, Mike. Abel.
Tyson.
5-3, Mike. Winderson.
Tyson.
6-3, Mike. Belinda.
Tyson.
7-3, Mike.
Mike Tyson.
8-3, Mike.
Mike Tyson.
Damn. Jake, the disrespect. It's palpable.
I love it. You know, hey, when I see dumb people saying dumb predictions, I just feel bad for them. So at the end of the day, who wants to bet on it, huh? Does anyone want to bet on it? I'm shaking hands. So how much we want to bet on this? You said, Mike, how much you want to bet? He said he's good. That's what I thought, bitch made. How much you want to bet?
Mike Tyson.
How much?
How much you?
How much? As much as you're willing to lose, brother.
So, okay. So I'll give you my property
How
in
much?
India.
How much?
My property is like more than 1 million. I'll give you.
Deal.
Deal.
How much you want to bet?
How much you want to lose?
Bro,
Me
the
and
time I
Alex?
spent taking a shit is how much you make in your whole life, buddy. Shut the fuck up. How much you want to lose?
Yeah, I got cocky
$1 million.
shit.
Deal. We got 1 million here, 1 million here.
Okay.
Come on. You guys want to fucking do this? Put your money where your mouth is. How much money? Exactly. How much money?
I don't speak
Exactly. How much money? A ring. Deal. Let's go. I'm following up on all this shit. $1 million? $1 million?
$20.
$20 right here. That's what I thought.
Now, y'all,
Goes
he's
down in
scheduled.
2 days.
He's scheduled to make $20 million on this fight. I forgot. I think I might have saved it on my Instagram. We can go back and look after this. But I think he's scheduled to make $20 million. I think Mike's scheduled to make about 10. You feel me? But yeah, he too cocky for me, man. For him not to afford nobody, he cocky as a motherfucker.
Days time, my friends. Once again, Most Valuable Promotions, Netflix teaming up.
Wait.
No,
I forgot Katie Taylor back here. How much you want to bet?
How much do you want to bet?
As much as you want. I'm not losing. No shot in hell.
Well, so I bet your purse?
Yeah, let's bet the purse.
Oh my
Deal.
dear.
They ain't
Well
betting the
played,
purse.
well
And
played.
I'm sending out contracts too.
They ain't betting no purse. They just talking.
Jake Paul.
They ain't betting no purse. So they had a little bit more to say after this. Hold on, let me go to my Instagram. I wonder if I saved it. About how much money they were scheduled to make. Hit that like button, y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let me see.
Friday, what does it mean to have family with you?
It's the family's everything. But my kids, to my children, I'm nobody. But that night they're gonna find out their father's very special. So the night of the fight, they're gonna realize they better watch it next time they talk crap to me.
Your kids are out here, everyone's coming in to see you on Friday. What does it mean to have family with you?
It's the family's everything. But my kids, to my children, I'm nobody. But that night they're gonna find out their father's very.
I thought it was something else. Hold on, let's see something, y'all. How much this fight supposed to gross?
In life, there are memories that will never leave us.
Yeah, I hope it ain't no play, y'all. I'm not interested in watching no play. I want to watch a real fight.
Now is the moment you have all been waiting for. One half of the headline act on Friday night, streaming for free on Netflix, coming to the...
Like Tyson look good, sparring. Or just throwing punches. Still look good. My thing is he gonna have to win? Says 40-20. I know it's something like that. It's a lot of money on the line. I'm sure Netflix gave him a good deal. I just don't want it to be a play, y'all. I want to see a real fight. I want to see a real fight. But y'all, listen to this though, y'all. Like we are literally living it out in the last days. Look at this. Listen to this. Milwaukee man charged with child abuse after allegedly throwing baby son against wall in video game race because he was losing in 2K, y'all. He was losing in 2K. Like, what is this, y'all? So let's we ready to read this. A Wisconsin father has been accused of throwing his 8-month baby at a wall after becoming frustrated while losing a video game. Police in Milwaukee responded to a report of a possible child abuse at a local hospital last week involving Jalen White, 20. White was arrested on charges of child abuse and neglect, according to online jail records. He was reportedly responsible for caring for a baby while the child's mother was out. Medical examination revealed that the infant had multiple injuries at different stages of healing, including a swollen eye, injuries on his hand and leg, fractured ribs, a skull fracture, and a broken collarbone. During the investigation, White provided several inconsistent accounts of how the injuries occurred, including one in which he blamed the child's mother. Eventually, he allegedly admitted to throwing his son against a wall in a fit of anger over his performance in a competitive NBA 2K game. He reported hearing a loud thud after the impact. He hit his head hard on the wall. Part of his confession stated, "I heard the impact of the wall after I tossed him." At the time of the incident, White was reportedly losing by 2 points in the game when he became enraged. The child's prognosis is dire, and if he does not survive his injuries, the charges against White may be upgraded to homicide. White is currently being held at a Milwaukee County jail on a $100,000 bond. It's unclear whether he has ended pleas or retained an attorney for representation. Yo, get the fuck out of here, yo. Yo, he threw his child to a wall, man. Matter of fact, let's see if let's go to the new. What's his name? Yeah, we're gonna get to the topics, y'all, but y'all know how we do. We just scan the net. Talk about other things that's going on before we get to the main topics. All right.
Hey, Derek, he is telling prosecutors that this criminal complaint states that he's told prosecutors that he was.
I don't think the baby expected to survive, yo. Like, shit is crazy, yo. They gonna tear his ass up in the joint. You know, I always say that because that's how it would be.
Prosecutors that this criminal complaint states that he's told prosecutors that he was frustrated while playing NBA 2K. The game was close, and he threw that baby at the wall, his head hitting the wall. White still in jail here at the Milwaukee County Jail downtown. Now, prosecutors say the abuse happened inside this home, this apartment, on Election Day near 42nd and Good Hope. Police say White was playing NBA 2K and he was, quote, down 2 points in the fourth quarter of the game and became frustrated, throwing that baby against the wall. The complaint states the baby suffered a large skull fracture and is not expected to survive. Hospital staff also noted the baby had 6 rib fractures that were in different stages of healing and a clavicle fracture. White, in court over the weekend, charged with physical abuse of a child and neglecting a child, causing great bodily harm.
The medical personnel have indicated that this child, sadly, is not expected to live, to which case these charges will be increased to a homicide.
James, it's just so hard to hear these details. Does the mother face any charges?
Police say that they arrested both of them because of the severity of the injuries to that 8-month-old child, but she was released after the father, White in this case, admitted to the crime. Guys?
Baby just 8.
Yo, wow. So what more than likely happened is the baby probably was crying when he was trying to play the game. But nigga, fuck that game. It's your fucking child, yo. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people, man? It's your child, yo. Worry about a fucking game.
Everyone said I'd have to leave my job to earn a marketing degree.
Now he got all day to play the game, and that bitch, you can play the game all you want.
Except WGU.
They're
competent.
A Milwaukee father is in jail tonight accused of throwing his baby against a wall because he was upset at a video game. Sadly, prosecutors do not expect the child to survive. It happened in an apartment near 42nd and Good Hope on Election Day. Investigative reporter James Stratton is outside the Milwaukee County Jail tonight. And James, we have to warn our viewers the details of this case are disturbing to read and to share.
And they are disturbing to read and to share, Derek. This criminal complaint states that baby's brain injury is so severe, as you mentioned, he is not expected to survive. His dad, Jalen White, still here at the Milwaukee County Jail.
They got
Prosecutors could upgrade the charges against him.
They got gangs,
Tonight,
man.
disturbing new details about child abuse prosecutors say unfolded inside this Milwaukee apartment. Police say 20-year-old Jalen White was playing NBA 2K, and he was, quote, down 2 points in the fourth quarter of the game.
Yo, every time I hear that shit, yo, NBA 2K, bro. Like, yo, you let that shit get you that upset. Yo, god damn, y'all. Yo, we is living in the last days, y'all. For real.
When he threw his 8-month-old son against the wall.
Jalen White, 24 CF 5334.
In court Saturday, prosecutors charged White with physical abuse of a child and neglecting a child, causing great bodily harm.
The defendant has confessed to this incident, and the defendant is also the only person with the ability and the opportunity to inflict this harm on the victim.
The criminal complaint states White told detectives, quote, I heard the wall. It was hard on his head. It was hard. It was a loud, hard wall, end quote. Later saying, quote, I heard the impact of the wall after I tossed him. Prosecutors say the baby has a traumatic brain injury and is not expected to survive. If the child does die, prosecutors will upgrade the charges to homicide.
This is likely going to become a homicide. This is a severe level of violence for an innocent infant child.
Those other injuries discovered.
How is he not even crying? Like, that's your fucking child, bro.
By hospital staff, they include a clavicle fracture and 6 rib fractures, all in different stages of healing.
This appears not to be the first abusive conduct with this child based on the fact that there are multiple stages of healing of broken ribs.
White shaking his head as the court commissioner speaks. She ordered he be held on a $100,000 cash bail.
James, police say they arrested the child's mother as well?
Yeah, they originally arrested both White and the mom.
Yo, that is crazy, y'all. I hope they tear his ass up in that joint. Hope the CEOs pop the. I hope they put his ass on PC and CEOs pop the lock and let a nigga get to his dumb ass. Stupid. See, I don't got no sympathy for stupidity, y'all. Like, that shit was fucking stupid, my nigga. Fucking stupid, motherfucker. Hey, yo. Remember how we always be talking about, look at this. So Denzel Washington, y'all, got a movie coming out. Denzel Washington reveals his gay kiss scene was cut from Gladiator 2 final edit. That's what the fuck he get. You old dumbass. They probably did that shit to you just because you's a dumb motherfucker. Yo, these people crazy, man. I kissed the man in the film, but they took it out. They cut it. I think they got chicken. Washington revealed in an interview with Gaiety. Yeah, I kissed the guy, full on the lips. And I guess they weren't ready for that yet. I killed him about 5 minutes later. It's Gladiator, the kiss of death. Yo, that's what the fuck he get. They made his dumb ass sell out, do some shit that, I mean, I don't know, maybe he into it in his real life, but we don't know. Y'all know he got a wife. They wrote something in the script to make him do something that we ain't never seen him do on camera before. He participated in this shit and they fucking cut it out the movie. That's what the fuck you get. Cause you should have never did that shit anyway, Denzel. You know what I mean? Yo, people is taking money, yo, to go opposite their morals, yo, and I don't respect them when it don't go their way. For real. I'm happy it didn't go his way. I wish they'd have made him keep redoing it. You heard me? That's not how, no, that's not quite it. Do it again. I hope he kissed that motherfucker 10 times. And then they still cut it out. Just so he can live with it. Just so he can live with being a fucking sellout. Stupid bitch. Can't stand them people, man. Listen to this story, though. This is another wild story. Listen to this story. Hold up. Then we're gonna get to the regular scheduled program, y'all. Hold up. Then we gonna hit that like button, yo, subscribe to the channel if you new. And yeah, we gotta go over there and see what's going on with No Jumper and Say Cheese, man. Them boys going out sad, man. Boys going out sad. All for content purposes. All for content purposes. Hit that like button. Oh, let me show y'all this shit.
What do you say?
This is shit I be talking about. Y'all remember, for people that have been following me for a while, y'all remember this girl? So this is the girl right here. She went viral not too long ago for giving away her kids. Gave her kids away. Not because she wanted to hurt her kids. No, it wasn't nothing like that. She decided to give her kids away because she just didn't want to take care of them no more. She said the fathers wasn't helping, you know, the sucker shit on the fathers end. But she decided just to give them away. I don't want them, and gave them away. Yo, why is she now going on interview after fucking interview? Yo, this is what I be talking about by supporting bad behavior. Yo, when you support shit like this, but since everybody chasing views, everybody want likes and comments, everybody want to be, what you want to call it? They want to be, I can't even think of the word. Y'all know I can't never think of words on live. Scott, what it is. But look at this shit. Yo, you don't interview this. This is like interviewing the drill rapper. When you interview this, you promote more women to say, you know what? I don't want my kids either. I'm sick and tired of taking care of these kids. I want to party and shake ass. I think I'm just going to give them away. And you got people in the comments really like, well, I mean, at least she gave them away.
To those who question you as a mother, your motherhood, your love for your children, those who question, like, because you want a better life for them, you're willing to say, I'm going to give them up and come back and get them later.
Fuck out of here. And see, now, and then you got him trying to paint a narrative. Yo, the system is, yo, do people know? Yo, kids get trafficked in the system. Like, yo, where this perception of the system is providing a better life for children even come from? Where did this come from? Yo, have people ever talked to anybody that was in the system? Anybody that was in a group home? Anybody that was in foster care? Yo, that you can go to a good situation. You can. Yo, but a lot of people go to fuck. And I think she had 5 kids. So more than likely, all these kids are getting separated. Now, in her mind, at the time, she thinking that she's going to get her kids back. I don't even think that's how that system works. I think once you give them kids away, yo, they're going to send you through so much legal trouble trying to get your kids back. Now, she can't get them back, but I don't think she want them back because I think she wanted to party. Because I've been keeping an eye on her, y'all, and I told y'all I was going to update y'all on her situation. But people is really giving her opportunities after she gave her kids away.
Some people say, hey, you should be able to stick through the mud with them and go through hell with them. Figure it out.
Yeah, sure.
A lot of people don't know. I've already slept in abandoned houses with my kids. I've already been in homeless shelters. The first time my kid ever seen anything drug related was at a homeless shelter when the girl stuck that shit in her arm, was passed out. They've seen people. Like, they don't need to see none of that shit no more. So before I drag my kids right back through that, you damn right I'm gonna place them where they can be somewhere where they don't have to worry about that. So as far as people who say anything like about my mothering, it takes a true mother to do some shit like that to give her kids a chance that she couldn't give them.
Yo, that is a bunch of bullshit. That is a bunch of bullshit, yo. Like, I could see if she had thoughts of hurting her child, yo, or hurting her kids. Yo, for one, yo, this is a girl that's in her 20s that had 5 fucking children. Like, yo, we are losing accountability. We are losing shame. We are losing integrity. And the internet is the fucking #1 source for that. The internet is killing the community, y'all. Because you got so many sites that got hundreds of thousands of followers or millions of followers, and they rather promote ignorance. They rather promote ignorance. Everybody's promoting. Yo, how many platforms do we got that get millions of views, right? And actually have and it got to be a positive message, because people feeding the negativity. But just have people up there that can actually speak and relate it to people that make sense. Relate it to people in a way that makes sense. They bringing these guys on this platform to argue, fake fight, like it's fucking WWF. It's fucking WWF, yo. Like I said, and I don't have no problem for entertainment. It's cool to be entertained, yo. But we got way too many platforms, and it's all about bullshit. It's all about bullshit. And one of the ones I'm talking about is two, actually. Two of the biggest in the hip hop fear, I guess you all call it that. So I watched this interview earlier, y'all. Look at this interview. Look at this shit, y'all. Look, everybody, all they want is numbers.
Wait, no, you too, nigga.
Wait. It's all about numbers. They don't even care if their viewers are satisfied. What's this guy? 11 hours, 222K. They don't care if people satisfied or not, yo. As long as they got the numbers, they don't give a fuck what message they put out there. So you got J-Mane, who y'all know how I feel about his whole pushing peace movement. I think J-Mane used a real situation to monetize himself, just like Black Lives Matter did. They use real situations that if you say something like pushing peace in Chicago, that's going to garner support. That's going to garner attention. So people use that, right? But that's not really their core focus. Their core focus is to monetize themselves. I can't respect that on no level. I never will. I never will. Because why you got to do that? Why can't you just do what you're going to do and leave that alone? Leave the pushing peace alone, y'all. Because at the end of the day, y'all, it's not attainable unless you go into the streets. And J-Mane like to say, well, I'm paying attention to the kids. It's for the kids. Yo, you can't jump over the streets to the kids. That won't work. You cannot jump over the streets into the kids because the kids idolize the streets. You got to get the streets first. You got to get the shooters first. You got to get the trigger pullers. You got to get the robbers. You got to get them on board to push peace because the kids follow them. They follow them. J-Mane, big as he might be or big as he is going to get eventually or big as he is now, you're not in Chicago every day. You got to get the kids. You got to get the young kids, the younger generation, the 25 and under generation, 25 to 21 or 21 to 28. You got to get that generation on board. Now, once that generation get on board, 18-year-olds and 17 and 16 and 15, they're going to fall in line. They're going to fall in line. But that's not the goal. That's not the objective. That's not what he's doing. Like, it don't matter how many schools you go to. It don't matter how many times you go to Oblock. Because at the end of the day, yo, there is no more beef between Oblock and 63rd. Everybody's dead. Like, they should have done this 15 years ago. 15 years ago, yo, if they would have tried to push peace, yo, yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. Way before the bodies started accumulating. Way before D. Rose caught 30 years. Way before Ronald number 9 caught 39 years or 40 years. That's when you got to push it. You can't push it now when everybody is dead. Now all of y'all is 30 and over. Because at 30 and over, you ain't even in the mix like that no more. It's the juveniles, the ones doing the killing. And they're not going to look at them and say, you know what? Shit, if they can do it, we can do it. Because they know the difference. They looking at it how I'm looking at it like, yo, y'all boys old. Y'all time is up anyway. Y'all time is up. You got to get the young generation, man. It's the only way it's going to work. And he used that to monetize himself. And he made a lot of money off of it. But my thing is, you could have took the pushing piece off of it and just made your money. I'd have saluted him, man. Salute to J, man. He coming up. But that's the same thing Black Lives Matter did. You know, Black Lives Matter used police brutality, something that was real, something that people can get behind, especially people from the black community. They used police brutality and they pushed gay rights. That's what they did. That's what they did, man. I don't know how many people noticed that, but that's what they did. Police brutality was real. People going to latch on to that. People want to see that stop or at least slow down. So they garnered all this attention, got all this funding. Nike sent them millions of dollars. The NBA sent them millions of dollars. Under Armour. All these major brands sending them millions of dollars. Meanwhile, on the back end, they pushing legislation to get motherfucking tampons in the girls' bath in the boys' bathroom and shit like that. It ain't no different to me. You're using a real message, you're using a real issue, and you pushing something opposite of that issue. I can't get with that, y'all. But now you got Sean Cotton, who promotes characters. You know, anybody he get, like he was telling, go, yeah, yo, you need to become a character. You know, characters is what's in. Yo, characters is only what's in because that's what y'all pushing. It ain't what's in because that's what the people want. Yo, for the most part, yo, if you get people something, they're gonna take it. You understand? So if you pushing characters, and these are the platforms that we are forced to watch because it's only it's only a select few that really get the numbers, then that's what the people gonna watch, even if they disappointed. I'm terribly disappointed in Sean Cotton. He didn't used to do this, but I think he's saying Adam getting the numbers, and regardless of what people say about Adam, you know, because that's another thing too. As long as they talking about you, this the mind frame now. As long as people talking about you doing something right, it don't matter if I'm calling you a bitch. I can be saying some of the most negative things about you. They don't care as long as you talking. They'll let people put some of the most dangerous narratives and negative narratives on them. And they wouldn't care because now I go in the interview and talk about it. But that's the integrity part that's lost. That's where the morals come into play. Because certain things you shouldn't allow to be said, even if it's money on the line. But we losing that. We losing that, man. You feel me? Like, yo, I'm not going to allow nobody to disrespect me and my family and my kids just because I can go on an interview and talk about it, man. Fuck no. What the fuck I look like? But that's what's being pushed, y'all. That's what's being pushed. But look at this interview.
Last week. Oh, nigga, Yayo wanted to say that. He sat on this couch and wanted to say that. You learn how to stop. Bro, me and him argued for 30 minutes. Me and my line. No, we argued for 30 minutes.
It's a video because a person can see that Charles is saying this about him and say, and they gonna say, Charles said you a phone.
When you went in on Yellow Beezus, wait.
That's why I went in on Yellow Beezus. I know the crowd gonna come and comment.
And I'm up here with state representatives and shit, and this nigga speaking on my shit. Bro. Right. If I would have edited out half the shit you said about Yellow, you would have been mad. So you pick his sides. You let Charles
say I took a gun out the car. That could have got me killed. You let this man say he's a phone and he's doing it.
I asked you that in the interview.
Yeah, but still though.
Before he even said that, I asked you, and you said you didn't even know it was a gun in the car. You said you don't even got a gun.
Yeah, I ain't got a gun.
So why are you listening to what Charleston say?
Man, you made this man a monster.
Oh, so I made him a monster.
Yeah, you did. You did.
You're making a lot of people monsters, man. And that's the thing about it, yo. They don't even give a fuck. As long as you're making money, they don't care. They can push all this detrimental shit into the community. All this ignorance in the community. Motherfucker learns nothing from watching this platform. Nothing. You feel me? You learn nothing from watching this platform. But as long as they making money, they don't give a fuck. They laughing. They walking right to the motherfucking bank. Knowing good goddamn well this whole shit was set up and staged. The whole thing set up, whole thing staged. But they don't tell you that. They present it to us like, yo, this is real shit. Look, they really having, you know, they really got issues. They almost fought. The fuck they did, man. They had a conversation to talk about this shit. Like, and it's crazy because when they put this on the blogs, right? People be commenting their real feelings. You feel me? Like, people comment their real feelings, and I can just imagine being one of them, knowing it was a play. What the fuck? They just be sitting back laughing and shit. You feel me? Like, that, they dumb as a motherfucker. Because it gotta be something like that. Like, yo, they think we fucking stupid. It's like they think we stupid. And it's like, yo, we are, and we will be if we ain't, as long as they keep dumbing down the content. Like I said the other day, especially in the black community. Yo, for the longest time, yo, we wasn't able to control our narrative. Now we can control our narrative, but look who we got at the top. Jaguar Wright, FBG Butter, Woody, Charleston White. Like, who are these people? Nobody that really is going to give you any real game. Like, back in the day, yo, you used to can listen to rap music, some rap music, and you can learn how to move out this bitch. You feel me? Like, yo, we got serious problems. We not bringing nobody on multiple platforms that can at least provide solutions to some of these problems. At least give people game. At least explain to people how to conflict resolute. Like, we ain't doing none of that. It's just all this shit. That's all we get.
So people in the comments, they the reason Dirk got arrested. St. Charles TV. So you the reason Mo3 dead. That's what they say though. But no, that's what they say in the comments though. So
Mo3 won't rapping on my platform. Mo3 won't rapping on my platform. Charles is speaking on your platform. If Mo3 rapping,
you and Mo3 is tomato.
No, we're not.
Oh
totally different.
No, bro. If I gotta take accountability for what I do, you gotta take accountability for what you do.
You like Charles? You like
no, bro. I like
dumbing down society.
I like you. I like everybody who's on my platform.
You Birdman, and he look like.
You can't like everybody, Sean. Somebody told me that.
Yeah, you can't like everybody. Everybody's
not my friend, but I don't have any knowledge towards any of you. I get it. I may be mad at y'all sometimes. Me and Charles said a lot of shit about me.
Yes. And then the thing is,
they don't even give a fuck.
Man.
So I made him a monster though.
You made him a monster. You made him comfortable coming on.
So did you make Mo3 a monster?
Oh, because he was rapping before I met him.
So you weren't egging him on the beef and do shit like that?
Hell no. The hell ain't nobody hell no. I was afraid of him.
I made him a monster.
You made him a monster. He can say him.
Yeah. Looking at content. Do you know a nigga that's like that in the hood? Like, y'all know a nigga that be lying? Y'all watching this shit? Y'all know a nigga like that in the hood?
I just note to self, this person put the blunt down for your mama. So Dreezy gained extra cool points with me for that day. Like, damn, I don't know how good is that for Dreezy, but you catch my drift, I respect you.
Shout out to Dreezy. I think she just got a new situation, I think. She just signed a deal with somebody.
Yeah. Shout out to Dreezy over whooping on phone number. I just did an interview with Whoops. So let's just talk about what Dirk did for that 60-30 and that he did for. So what Dirk didn't have to do. So not only did Dirk let me host the show, and he ain't tell nobody this neither. He like, J-Man, and when you done, bring your camera thing. I want you to interview all my celebrity friends if you want to.
And so let me tell you something too, y'all. Even with the Dirk, the Dirk and J-Man shit. Yo, people don't have a problem with linking with J-Man because J-Man wasn't a problem. You understand what I'm saying? If Dirk would have linked with who? I know I can't say Butter because he a rat. Lil J. If Lil J wasn't messing with the boys in the joint, that would have been way more powerful than Dirk linking with J-Mane. J-Mane wasn't a threat to anybody. So it wasn't like that J-Mane caused any trouble or pain on the other side because that wasn't who he was. Not saying that, you know, he was outside, you know, he hung with the guys, but he wasn't one of them guys that was bringing pain. So that's why he's able to walk in the Oblock. You think Oblock would have let Butter walk in that motherfucker? Fuck no. I doubt it. You understand what I'm saying? But since it was J-Mane, it was like, it's okay. He don't, Fats. He fucking let her, yeah, and people be forgetting about this. J-Mane held the girl as a shield. As a shield, man. So it's like, I don't be surprised that J-Mane is doing what he doing as far as, you know, pushing bullshit. He held somebody as a shield, a woman, innocent. And it's like, yo, nobody remembers that. You know why? Because he was able to spin it to tell y'all that, oh, she was hot. This girl wasn't no fucking hot, man. That girl was a girl from around the neighborhood. It was other people on the platforms that talked about it. And that's what Joe did. It's like, yo, even if, like, you're not going to, if somebody come through shooting, right? Or if them girls set them up. Me and my man was talking about this earlier. He brought up a good point. If them girls set them up, why would they stand there? Who sets people up and stands there and wait for the play? You feel me? Like if them girls dropped the low or sent the text or did anything like that, they're gonna walk off. They're gonna walk off before anything happens. They're not gonna sit there. Yeah, he is. They're not gonna sit there and wait for the guys to start shooting. J-Mane grabbed the girl and held up like this. Woman got shot several times. So I'm not surprised that he's doing what he's doing. Like, he don't have any morals. So he'll tell you I'm pushing peace. Realize I'm just getting rich. I'm just getting rich. It's like now, yo, you don't have to, but a lot of these people attach like little monikers to their campaign. And it's like, yo, that's not what your campaign about. You just using that. You just using that. So I'm not surprised that he out here playing crazy and doing the stupid shit that he doing. He just was jumping on graves and he a clout chaser. So he'll do anything, yo. When you're a clout chaser, you can't be a clout chaser and have morals. Yeah, like Nino Brown. He did do it like Nino Brown. You can't be a clout chaser and have morals, y'all. That's another thing too. When people say, you got people that admit, shit, I am a clout chaser. That lets you know who the character of the person. Right there. A person who openly admit and stand on the fact that they're a clout chaser, that lets you know the type of character of the person you're dealing with. Because sometimes, yo, chasing clout, you're going to go against what you believe. Like Charleston White, prime example, when he talked about Gilly's son, he didn't believe that. You think Charleston White really was that cold-hearted that he believed that what he said about Gilly's son was substantial? Fuck no. But he knew it'd get him some views. He knew it'd get him some interviews. He knew it'd get eyes put on him. And that's what they in it for. That's all they in it for. I get a couple people watching me. I can make probably $50,000. Like, are you really willing to make $50,000 because you just dissed this man dead child? Like, that money is okay with you. You can grab that money, put that in your pocket, and walk away and don't feel guilty. That lets you know the character of the man. I'm talking about it now. I'm talking about it now, man. Yeah, we fucked up, but the internet and these platforms are burning it down. They burning it down, man, and they doing it because they telling y'all it's entertainment. Oh, this is content. But it's like, yo, we don't need that much more entertainment. I think we've been entertained enough over the years. Like, you don't think we had enough entertainment? We need to start trying to build these motherfucking communities and give our kids or teach our kids better than what we was taught. Our kids are suffering. They getting swept away by drill music. And they don't even want money no more. They don't even want girls no more. Yo, they don't want none of that. This is all about drilling and killing. Nothing more, nothing less. Very few of these young kids out here running around is thinking about money. They trying to kill something. It don't even matter. They, like my man always say, if they ain't got an app, they're going to find one. You got to have apps in today's society. Apps is a must. We always thought you supposed to avoid apps, you know, because you can't get money if you got apps. But now you got these kids that they don't understand that, so they try to do both. That's why you see them getting picked off the way they're getting picked off and going to prison the way they're going to prison, because they're trying to do both. They want to be gangsters. They want to be ladies' men. They want to be hustlers. They want, like, yo, you can't do it all. This is not how this shit go. You got to pick something. If you want to drill all the way to the other side of the fucking house. But you can't drill, get money, mess with the girls. That's why these innocent girls and shit getting killed, because they riding around with these drillers. And they ain't going to tell them. It's like, yo, we just living in a fucked up world right now, and the internet is the main culprit. The internet is the main culprit that's pushing this bullshit onto the people. But the guys that's participating in it, they don't care because they're getting rich. Meanwhile, we getting dumber. Shit is crazy, man. And KBG News only one talking about this shit. Everybody else participate in it. That's why they don't fuck with me. That's why I'm not getting interviewed. Because they don't want me to get on the platform and say this. They got 1 million followers. That bitch gonna go viral, but they don't want that type of viralness. They want viralness off of ignorance. They want to go viral off of ignorance. They don't want to go viral off of being real. Because if I was to get on one of them platforms and the message that we spitting over here, even though a lot of people agree with it, a lot of people see it as well, that's gonna fuck up all these guys' money. Now their money go down like this. Now some of these platforms that's built off of ignorance, they can't get no money now because people didn't turn the light off on that bitch. We're not interested. You keep that shit over there, it's killing us. But my thing is, yo, why do we gotta attend to the ignorance? You understand? Like, as long as we attend to the ignorance, we just gonna get more ignorance. Like I said, and I always say, with this clout chasing thing, I just showed y'all the girl that gave away her kids. With this clout chasing thing, how far down this rabbit hole is we willing to go? Because it gotta, you know, it's just gonna get worse and worse and worse. They already dug up graves or act like they dug up graves. I just seen a video with a girl knocked on another girl door and smacked her mother. Like, how many more years are we going? What's up, homie? How many more years are we going to go down this direction? And what is this direction going to look like in 5 years? Maybe even 10 years. Because right now, it ain't no end in sight. There's no end in sight right now. So 10 years of clout chasing, what are they going to be doing to bring attention to themselves? I don't think people think about that. Because everybody's just living for the moment. And that's why our black community always get put in a trick bag. Because we just be living for the moment. We don't evaluate a situation and think like, damn, I wonder how this shit gonna look in 10 more years. Imagine, yo, 10 more years of clout chasing, y'all. Yo, we gonna be saying some things that we ain't never seen before. I'm trying to tell you, they might be, man, shit. It's scary to even think about. That's probably why people don't, like, yo, it's scary to even, like, I can't even wrap my mind around what year 15 of clout chasing is going to look like. Because we only like 5 years in now of the real deal clout chasing, the fake plays. We about 5 years in. So 10 years from now, if we don't realize that, yo, this shit is, we need to get this shit back right, it's going to look bad, y'all. And remember, I told y'all, don't say we wasn't warned or we was blindsided like the crack epidemic. Nah, I'm telling y'all now.
On the interview, whoop, it different. So he over alley hoop J man. Fuck it. He'll interview whoever. Do your own work on it. It was hella celebrities on phone. There was so much going on. Dirk, you over whooping now. On phone I couldn't even on phone. It was like I had to take my hat off to the nigga. I'm damn. It hit different. Like you just On phone number. So Dirk is the reason I got the Duty Low interview, the Fat Trill interview, the who else?
Now he made you
Chucky.
While him locked up, he made you the king of Chicago. Gatekeeper. You the biggest in Chicago.
Yeah, he overwhelmed me though.
Now, if you can bring your people to
Oblock,
I give you 10,000.
You gonna give me 10? That's it?
Yeah.
That nigga, that's racist, nigga. Because we going.
And I'll match him.
So that's 20K if I can bring most 60-30 is at Oblock.
And we'll sit right there.
Yeah. And what? Say that again? Say that again? Nah, stop throwing whoops on that because you ain't
even.
If
you bring most of them?
Yeah. Hold on. You said I had to bring most 60-30.
At least 8 people.
Bring 8 60-30.
That's known
That's
FYB.
That's a lot. Bring known FYBs?
Your members.
Okay.
No.
And if you can get them people on Block to embrace.
Not FYB. Not FYB. FYB ain't. FYB is J-Main people. You gotta bring FBG members. FYB that's not gonna accomplish anything because FYB, a lot of them guys, is just like J-Main. They wasn't no real threats. They wasn't no real harm to nobody. You understand? So people they allow that to come through just for the imagery. You gotta bring butter. Butter has to come in Oblock. But even still, yo, like even like that's all just symbolism. Like even with that, yo, those they not beefing no more. Who's alive? King Von died. Y'all seen that video? If y'all ain't watched that video I did on King Von, y'all see the narrative getting put all over the internet. It started here where I talked about how King Von is the root to all of these problems. King Von is dead. 5 Oblock members is locked up in that shit. You feel me? You got Louis, he locked up for murder. You got Slutty, he dead. You got Boss Top just came home. Muwap locked up. You got Dirt locked up. You got 5 of them locked up. Like, yo, it's no more of that 63rd STL EBT. It's no more of that. Dirk said J-Main up to get killed without killing him himself. Because J-Main people in Chicago going, oh yeah. I bet. Because people not buying it. Fast. You in Chicago. You know, and I'm not even in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Real when you in Chicago. Like, yo, that shit ain't working because you're not going to the right people. You gotta get to the shooters. Gotta get to the shooters. It's the only way it's gonna work. You get to the shooters get to the kids. Only way it's gonna work. I bet. Because they know he's not a real representative. He ain't one of them guys. He ain't one of them ones. He's not one of them ones. Yeah, he was around. He was outside. He's saying some things, but he wasn't one of them ones, man. And you can't accomplish a goal like pushing peace if you're not one of them ones. You got to strike fear in people if you want to be that guy. You can't be a comedian. You got to be one of the guys to strike fear in the people. So when you speak, people listen. Because they know if they don't listen, there's going to be consequences. That's the only way it works.
That's the biggest thing that the world has ever seen. I give you 10, he give you 10. And Charleston, while you running your mouth about this motherfucker, you come with 10 too with your broke ass.
I like that. Now that nigga talking. I wanted to put 10 on that, but it's for me. Nah, and what we gonna do with that? And when we pull this shit off, we donating all that shit to the kids. Let's start there.
That'll change the world.
Let's start there. That's what we doing with that. That shit ain't coming to J-Man. Let's start there. We gonna talk this shit into existence. That's what the fuck we finna do.
Charleston not broke though.
He's just whooping. He's just whooping.
I believe. Let me say like this.
He getting a good 100 a month off this.
Woody told me I interviewed YSL Woody. You know, Woody. He told me Charleston is broke. He said he wear the same. He said he wear the same clothes.
I wear the same clothes.
No. But Charleston,
he's
50 years old. Son, you should have land. You living like a young nigga. You wearing sand, your pants sagging and trying to fit in with the young people. You should have businesses. You should have land. You should show us how to live. But you living like a rapper with this fake ass jewelry.
Your first year getting money, you didn't know what.
Rainwater, right though. Rainwater is correct about Charleston White. Charleston White is a terrible representation of a black man, or what a black man's supposed to be at damn near 50. It's another one. Another what you want to call it? A production of Sean Cotton. Like, yo, you can't say real shit sometimes and then sometimes be detrimental. Can't do both, y'all. Like, it's either you're going to be a detriment or you're going to be a motherfucking solution. Like, you can't be a solution and a detriment. How does that even work? It's like playing a 50. Like, you can't, in beef and war, because we are in war right now, if people don't know, but in war, you can't play the middle. You got to pick a side. Got to pick a side. Yo, everybody got to pick a side. Because playing the middle is dangerous. And nobody trusts the person that plays the middle. I can't trust you if you hanging with me and then you going over there and you hanging with those guys and you know we into it. You know we into it. So regardless of what you might not tell me about nothing that's going on over there. But I can't believe that. You might go over there and tell them everything I got going on. That's why the middleman is dangerous, and that's why a lot of people that play the middle get hurt. Can't play the middle. That's why I can't fuck with Charleston White. Because he plays the middle. He only uses the black community when it's beneficial. When it ain't beneficial, it's y'all, and he never says anything positive. Never, ever, ever says anything positive. It's always negative. Then he always talk about the problems of the community, but never mention how these problems even became a problem or how to fix them. And if you're doing that, if you're only naming the problems in the community, you're no different than a Candace Owens or the Hodge twins, like I be mentioning, or some of them other guys that do that. But what makes Charleston White captivating, and the reason Charleston White garner support is because he do look like a lot of us. He look like this. He look like the streets. He look like the streets, but his message is aligned with Candace Owens. So it's confusing. It's confusing because he talks like me, but his morals aligns with Candace Owens. And I fuck with Candace Owens on some things, but when Candace Owens speak about the problems in the black community, she is way off. You still got Charleston White saying things like the black man need to take care of his kids. Yo, black men are taking care of their kids. Yeah, we could be better, but this ain't the 80s. This ain't the 90s. This ain't even the fucking early 2000s. Yo, black men are taking care of their kids, man. And then he don't never mention the reason why. And we always go into that. I ain't really even dive into that again. But we know what happened. We know what led to the black man not being in the household. And, he never mentions that. And when you don't mention that, you know who eyes you catch? The racists. The racists. Yo, if you was to look at Charleston White analytics, I told y'all before, it will surprise you who really supports Charleston White. You would be shocked. You would be shocked. That's why he up there with Aiden Ross. You think they'd have brought me up there with Aiden Ross? Fuck no. Because you would be shocked, man. It's straight up. But these ain't the only guys. Yeah, it is. There is. One of them departments did a study on
about all Chicago business. Not even worried about Texas business. No, we all blew money when we first got
he's
here.
50 years old. He should have been had money.
Ask that nigga some Texas questions. Stop asking him about Chicago business.
Fort Worth. He need to worry about Fort Worth questions because it's going down in Fort Worth.
Yeah, it's not even his land. You asking this nigga about Chicago.
What land you said you had?
I asked him about Dirk. You gotta ask him about some real shit. Dirk is that's a big topic. What you talking about? I'm telling you. That's what people want to. Yo, when Dirk got arrested,
I'm speaking for Chicago. Stop asking goofy ass motherfuckers on your platform about Chicago motherfuckers. Every motherfucker from Chicago going to agree with that.
Sean, let me say this. When Woody said he borrowed some money, I told you he borrowed some money from me in Miami. It's the same
When
cycle.
the bitch
When
talking
niggas
about
get
Woody.
money the first year, we all blow.
No, that's not
we
his.
don't know how to.
It's not his first year. It's
We
fourth
don't
year.
know. Am I right?
It's his
We
fourth
don't know
year.
how to.
He asked me for money in Miami, and then he came and asked Woody. That was 2 years. It's 2 years past. Every segment about
All I was thinking like,
you know,
all I get to thinking in my head, this motherfucking Charleston is great. He know how to talk about a motherfucker for 12 minutes. Oh, no, that's all I'm thinking in my head. This motherfucker can talk about me for 12 minutes. I'm like, I hope I can talk about his ass for 12 minutes. You ever sit down with Charleston? Oh yeah, and that's what I supposed to did. Why is goofy ass on this bitch lying telling some? Yeah, I called him all these times. So my baby, how I call you all them times, gang? I called you all them times, bro. Charleston,
Yeah, he is. He profiting off an unrealistic movement. I can't get behind that. That's sucker shit to me. He knows it's not realistic. He knows it's not attainable. He can't pull that off. He can't pull it off. But then you got these guys. You got these guys too, y'all. So the other day, we talked about, damn, we ain't get nowhere we pulled the gas to yet. We talked about Bricc Baby. Damn, I ain't see that other video. We talked about Bricc Baby, y'all. Yo,
when
Bricc,
you went to Atlanta.
this is another platform.
Speaking of hookup.
Bricc Baby presented himself, right? Like he was a gang member. That he stood on some type of mold, stood on some type of principles. But what we saying, y'all, and I always talk about this, yo, people are selling out by the daily, hourly. It's like, yo, the minute people see that it's money in selling out, because that's really what it is. It's money in selling out. There's no money in doing what I'm doing. You understand what I'm saying? But if you was to sell your community, if you was to get on this bitch and perform like a buffoon, oh my God. I'd be the richest thing on YouTube. You heard me? But that comes with a lot of stress. You know, a lot of these guys, yo, that's getting on these platforms portraying the image, they're not happy in real life. How could you be happy being somebody outside of who you are? True happiness is being who you are, whatever you are. You feel me? That was part of the reasons why it was so big for gays to get rights, because for the longest they couldn't be who they are. True happiness comes with being who you are. So if you came on this internet and you built the character, and that's what you showing to the world, that's your gift to the world, is I can play a character. You're gonna make a lot of money. You understand? But when you lay down and you get to thinking, yo, that shit gotta be miserable. I don't know how it feel, because this is me. I'm giving y'all me 24/7, no cut cards. This is how I talk, this is how I act. I talk in my hand. This is me. You understand? See if you're gonna fuck with me or you ain't. Like, I ain't out this bitch trying to dance around for likes and comments and views, because I don't think you got to. I don't think you should have to compromise your integrity, yo, to make it on YouTube or make it in the world. But that's what's being shown right now. You know, that's what's being promoted. If you want to go from here to here, you have to compromise. Similar to what's going on in the music industry. Same thing. Quid pro quo. You feel me? Some of this, some of that. That's what's going on right now. But they just took it to YouTube and they took it to the internet world. And it's detrimental. So we talked about Bricc Baby and his questionable history. Y'all go to that live yesterday. Swamp Stories did a video on Bricc Baby talking about how many times he's been arrested. And he just seems to always catch the break of a lifetime. Now, I told y'all, yo, I believe a lot of these guys on YouTube, it seems like all the ones that's successful either was working with the feds or just came home from some type of prison bit And then they got on YouTube and blew up. It's crazy. It's about 10 of them. Very, very strange. So Bricc Baby, come to find out, is one of them guys. Bricc Baby came straight home from prison or jail and took straight off on the internet. Now he's a full-blown entertainer. That's his words, not mine. I showed y'all a video yesterday where he had baby oil on a platform, rubbed it all over his body. Like, yo, they making black men look like fucking buffoons. They look like, yo, like, I can't believe, yo, there's so many of these guys willing to sell out for a couple of hours. You literally got to be a buffoon to make some money.
Okay. Yesterday, I'm coming home from the Joshua Tree vacation, and I'm thinking like, okay, I got a couple things I probably want to watch on YouTube to make sure that I'm ready for the show tomorrow.
It's on the live from,
and then it pops up
yesterday
in my feed.
Or day before.
Swamp Stories had finally released their epic Bricc Baby documentary that had been being teased for a couple of weeks, maybe a month. Started watching it with Letta by my side. Normally she doesn't really pay attention when I'm watching random hood documentaries on YouTube. This one got her. She starts paying attention.
Wait a second, Michelangelo from the Ninja Turtles is narrating this.
She was pissed that she had to go to bed before she could finish it. And she even texted me today, and she's like, I honestly might go finish that Swamp Story. Which is crazy coming from her. She never watches any of that type of shit. What feelings were you left with? From the Swamp Stories. What stood out to you? There's a few little things. I'll just toss one out there. I guess, like, it didn't really occur to me how much work Eric Holder was known for putting in the streets, or that he had that much of a reputation prior to all this. I just didn't really know that he kind of, and I don't know if Swamp Stories is maybe exaggerating that, but I had never really thought about that. Like, I guess I didn't know how close you guys were, and I didn't know what his reputation was exactly.
You knew they were close.
Prior to the Nipsey.
You didn't know they were close?
I knew they were close, but I didn't know how close.
He got a little rep out there.
Right. You probably don't.
He just put out, they just had a Stories of V. They just did a whole play talking about Bricc Baby got fired. I told everybody that was a play. Like, all they doing is running plays on people, man. That's all they doing. Running plays. Get on. Like, I just couldn't get on my platform and just lie to y'all. Like, I couldn't do it, y'all. Yo, you gotta, anybody that can do that, you have to question their character, man. Because everybody can't do that. Everybody can't just get on here and be like, man, look, man, yesterday I slapped shit out this dude. Then they started shooting at me. I ran. I dropped my shoe. I had to come back, pick my shoe up. Like, yo, everybody, that'll be a whole story I just made up. And then I really be talking to y'all straight face, like, yo, this is really what happened. And then I go to Adam 22 and they ask me about the story, and I tell them the story, like, hell yeah, man, and I'm lying. That's what we dealing with right now. People is creating these narratives, lying, going on interviews, lying some more. Meanwhile, the people is left talking about the lies like it's real situations. Meanwhile, we got real situations going on that's getting ignored. They're getting ignored because we getting saturated with bullshit. There is, Victor. But they're not just white. It's black ones too. The black ones upset me more than anybody. Cause they supposed to know better. Like I said, yo, we can finally shape our own narrative and we rather sell out.
Rep out there. Yeah, I just don't, you know what I'm saying? Because then I'm bigging him up and all this shit. Yeah. But I mean, like, anybody would tell you, like, he known for doing that.
He couldn't have had that name if he wasn't to begin with, right?
I don't know.
That was a moment where that was a moment where I had to pause it because Lena's like, "Wait, so was Bricc happy when?" And I'm like, "No." I'm like, "That was his man, but he didn't agree with that happening."
For sure. I was in jail. I had nothing to do with that. But like I said, they was hanging out in front of the foster little group home in the hood. I took the little niggas in. It was him and a little dude we call Black Hood, but I think he got moved out to another facility than he went to jail and all that. I be hearing about him from time to time, but he's like a foster kid that ended up going to the IE. But yeah, nah, he used to be around and he used to live with me damn near. And then especially when I got shot, he definitely used to live with me, help me get my life together. You know what I'm saying? Him, Avenue Blue, wanted to put a special shout out to Avenue Blue, Free Avenue Blue. I got that tatted on me till it's backwards. You know?
Was there, okay, just to kind of go from the beginning, was there anything about your younger life that they got wrong? Because watching that, it's kind of hard to understand Smack saying that you're not from LA. Like, details in extreme detail about.
He went into like records.
Yeah. So was there anything in that you like had never been out there publicly and you were kind of shocked?
Like what about what?
Just like what school? Yeah, the basketball shit.
Like for him to know I graduated from Price, but he like I went to Price the whole time. He was trying to make me. First of all, I DM'd him like the screenshots.
You went to Culver with my little brother, first of all.
No, I went to Culver. I got kicked out of Culver for starting a riot. Then I went to Price. Then I went to Westchester. Then I went to Culver again. I went to like 4 schools. I went to Crenshaw, continuation. And then I'm just saying you wasn't.
Fuck that. So, no, hold on. I gotta go to Twitter. So, Adam actually got Swamp Stories on the line because Bricc Baby history is questionable, y'all. I question a lot of these guys, yo, because it seems like, what's this? Oh, shit, I got Oblock motion, y'all. Something from Oblock. Motion for acquittal. Let's see to my paperwork later. I didn't even know she sent me this. We might gotta go through this later. What date was this filed? It's filed in August. That's the latest thing on Oblock. Charles Liggins. Motion for judgment of acquittal or alternative for a new trial. We can get to that in a minute. We can get to that in a minute.
Yo, you caught about 4 straight Class A felonies in Georgia, back to back to back to back, in the span of 2 years.
Yeah.
And you never went to prison. What the fuck happened?
I had a great attorney. I went to trial. How you say that shit disappeared when I went to trial on the gun case?
I'm just
You
saying.
can't look up the trial on the gun case?
I haven't even watching it.
Huh?
I said you can't look up the trial on the gun case. My shit got dismissed in trial.
Listen, I had a paralegal go through your. This is why the video took so long.
We could call Daniel Kane.
Huh?
I said I could call my lawyer. I could call Daniel Kane. You should be able to go.
So he's questioning him about his suspect history. Bricc Baby has a suspect history, man. Very suspect, very strange.
Research any type. I've never had an interrogation. The only one I had an interrogation on was probably when I was 17, and they definitely probably don't got that because I was telling the officer I went to fuck his daughter.
Juvenile records are sealed regardless.
What the fuck? What I'm saying, the paralegal, there was no further information about your cases, which in Georgia, everything's out there. You can find anything about it. It's not like LA where they seal everything. So
I could get whatever from my lawyers or whatever. I gotta go get. I already know my shit.
got another.
Yo, we gotta find that. I wanna find that conversation. I thought that's what we had right here. Let's see. Maybe they did conversate. Maybe this is the clip. See if this is the clip.
Diaper rash sucks, baby.
Hit that like button, yo, subscribe to the channel if you new.
Huggy Skin Essentials diaper helps protect your skin.
It ain't even that. It's just.
I'm trying to find
by the time I had rapper homies and I was getting money too.
The name of the video is Lil Durk's Secret Crip Assassin.
We're gonna find the whole interview. I wanna, cause that's the part I wanna focus on, because Shorty history is suspect. It's whole fucking history. Here you go, right here. Here we go. This is what I was looking for right here.
Yo.
Yo.
What's up?
Are we live?
Oh, we live.
We're live.
So how is little Zaire feeling?
Oh, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Swamp Stories. How you doing? We just called you the ultimate troll of YouTube.
Yeah, literally, because you're untouchable, and it gives you this aura that other creators can't really touch. Because
1090 Jake out here getting security and ARs, and Chaplow Russ got a 10-inch blade around on his waist. You know,
you're not afraid of the booka?
I'm not a convicted felon, so I could carry whatever the I want, and I'm not worried about nobody, especially in LA, but nobody in general.
Squabble City?
Yeah, Squabble City.
Squabble City.
Pull up, though. That's what I'm saying. What you talking about? You ain't worried about nobody in LA. You gotta test the water.
Y'all don't do nothing but fight each other. There's nothing, no gunplay going on.
I think Adam used Lush. So this I think the whole Lush shit was a play. Adam didn't have the balls to tell AD that he was fired, right? So what Adam did was, and I talked about this when it happened. So what Adam did was he told Lush, and Lush told Adam. I mean, Lush told AD. So he wasn't never really mad at Lush, because that was the play the whole time. The play was to tell Lush leak it to Reddit, so AD find out, and then Adam play the victim. He play the victim, he get rid of AD, he act like he mad at Lush, get rid of him, but brings him back, because that was the play the whole time. Yo, Adam is a sneaky he's a snake. I don't see how anybody trusts him. He a snake. He a bloodsucker. He use you up until he don't need you no more. Then he just throw you to the side of the road and keep it moving. Look what he did to the fuck the boy name is. He just put out a diss song.
But guess what? When we strip you of that Bricc, we go booka booka booka.
Hey Bricc.
Yeah, both of them.
Why are you playing with Gucci Man like that?
I take it you haven't been watching the episode. We just talked about that for like an hour.
Swamp, why'd you get stripped to Sunnydale? Why'd you get stripped to the Sunnydale projects, bro?
Who, me?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What you mean, bro? Why'd you get stripped to Sunnydale?
I've never been stripped in my life.
Allegedly.
I'll strip somebody you know.
Who's PNS? M22?
We're gonna talk about it.
When
I come on No Jumper one day with my bare face, we're gonna talk about it.
You ain't coming through with a bare face. You ain't ready for all that smoke. What?
I just need a plan for how I'm gonna execute it, and then I'm gonna do it.
What, you're gonna leave the country after, or unalive yourself, or what's the plan?
I'm gonna pull a trap lore. I'm gonna go across the seas.
Hey, but this is the most we've acted like the world has heard your real voice, because you're not putting on the Michelangelo accent.
I feel like, yeah, if you go back to the old stuff, you hear a little bit more of like a real voice.
No, I was saying who's PNS. You said PNS said what I said. Who's that?
Oh, it's like, oh, Bricc, baby, the ultimate killer.
I tuned it down a little bit. I was just trying to figure out the best way to do it, and I was saying,
hey,
I'm sounding a little too animated.
Can you give us an update on the beef with you and Chaplow Ross? He said he's smoking on that swamp pack.
All right, let me talk about it. So back in the day, about a year ago, we ended up running across the same topic for a video.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Chaplow Ross is the biggest culture vulture we got right now. The biggest. Chaplow Ross is a tech giant. That's what people don't know. My man Byron Blake did a video on him, exposed him. Chaplow Ross is a tech giant that's using drill rat and all the destruction that it brings to fund his tech business. Chaplow Ross made $500,000 off the deaths of black kids in 2 years. $500,000, y'all. Ain't give none of it back. Ain't paid for a funeral. Ain't send a fucking wreath to a funeral. And that's all he covers, black death. $500,000. Put all that shit back into his tech business. I got a video on it. It's on my page.
He accused me in the DM of copying his video, even though I didn't even put out the video because he put it out. He accused me of copying a video. Then he proceeds to copy 3 straight videos of mine, the Honeycomb Brazy one, and there's 2 other ones. He already copied the Draco one way back. He's copied about 4 of my videos so far, and he calls me the copycat. That doesn't even...
That's the shit I be talking about, y'all. That's what these motherfuckers will do. They'll copy your shit and give you 0 credit for it. Never mention you or nothing. Like, that's some sucker shit Trap Lord Ross did.
It makes sense.
Well, I think that's get back for you copying one of his videos, because he basically put it out there like, I have had a conversation with Trap Lord Ross, and I hope I'm representing his side of the story correctly, but he basically said that he was in a group chat with you and a couple other like YouTube essayists, etc., and that he threw out a video that he was working on, and you basically like raced to do that video before he could put out his video, and then he kind of confronted you about it, and you were just basically like, hey man, that's how the game goes, like, you know, that's the shit, it is what it is.
That's not what happened at all. That's not what happened at all.
Okay.
Let me tell you what happened.
All right.
Listen, Bricc, Bricc, you're all over my mind today.
Pause.
No pauses over here, motherfucker.
Boca, Gucci.
But nah. So what happened, bro, was I don't know shit about things outside of California. I just be bullshitting. So when I had a guy doing my research, and he put together a document months ago of the same topic. So I just wrote a script for it, and then when we touched base about it, it ended up being basically the same shit as he did. And then I told him that, and he was like, "Oh, you're stealing my video," and I didn't even put out the fucking video out of courtesy, and he's still mad. Like, I don't know what he's mad for.
Oh shit! So wait,
if he wants to diss, we could run a fade. Like, I will beat the fuck out of the little bitch.
Oh shit! Well, we don't even know what you look like. We don't know how tall you are. We don't know what race you are. We got no clue about you.
We don't.
Don't need to. Hey, Bricc.
What up, Chum?
Are we good?
Yeah, it's love.
Well, I don't think you guys should be good so quickly because you are out here trying to convince the whole world that he's a snitch. One of the worst
David.
labels you.
Yeah, but fuck them. I don't know how they sleep at night, yo. I probably uncomfortable. Yo, do y'all want to go through this? Do y'all want to go through this? Oblock? Or y'all want to say this for another day and y'all want to go to YSL? Because remember when they were saying that Thug, they used that phone call that Thug made and say he tried to get Lucci hit in the joint? He paying for protection, Travis. So this is Charles Liggins, C-Thing. This is C-Thing motion for acquittal. This is the last thing that they got on Oblock. None of them guys has been sentenced yet. Their sentencing keep getting pushed back. I'm thinking because the case is not as strong as people thought it was. Yeah. All right, so let's read this. Y'all know we go through the whole paperwork over here. We don't paraphrase, you know, because I like everybody to have all the information. All right, now comes defendant Charles Liggins, by and through his attorney, Cynthia, whatever, and Gregory Mitchell, and hereby moves this honorable court pursuant to Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure 29 and 33 to enter judgments of acquittal as to count 1, 2, 3, 6, and 7, or in the alternative for entry of an order granting Mr. Liggins a new trial to each of those counts. Introduction. Charles Liggins was charged in a superseding indictment as follows: committing a violent crime in aid of racketeering, namely the murder of Carlton Weekly in violation of Title 18. Count 2, using a firearm in relation to a crime of violence resulting in death of Carlton Weekly in violation of Title 18. Hopefully this don't. We're going to try to speed through this. Conspiracy to commit a violent crime in aid of racketeering, namely the murder of Carlton Weekly in violation of Title 18. Count 3, committing a violent crime in aid of racketeering, namely the assault with a dangerous weapon of Davon Brinson in violation of Title 18. Count 4, using a firearm in violation to a crime of violence, namely the assault with a deadly weapon of Davon Brinson in violation of Title 18. All right. Let's go right here. Jury selection began on October 10th, 2023. On January 17, 2024, the jury returned a verdict finding Mr. Liggins guilty of counts 1, 2, 3, 6, and 7, not guilty of counts 4 and 5. Prior to trial, counsel for Mr. Liggins filed numerous pretrial motions. At trial, Mr. Liggins' counsel made numerous motions, opposed numerous government motions, made numerous objections to evidence offered by the government, challenged rulings of the court, submitted and objected to jury instruction, and otherwise advocated for Mr. Liggins. Moreover, at the beginning of the trial, the court ruled that objections and arguments made by co-defendants will also be considered as made by Liggins on Mr. Liggins' behalf, unless he opted out. All of these motions and objections were fully argued by the parties, sometimes on multiple occasions, and the court ruled on each of these objections, motions, and arguments. Consequently, counsel cannot itemize each and every ruling or error of the court, but the post-trial motions, Mr. Liggins does not waive any errors that were preserved by a written motion, by objection during trial or otherwise, or that may be found after a more thorough review of the complete transcript of the proceedings and the record. These post-trial motions will focus on those areas of dispute that alone or in combination entitle Mr. Liggins to a judgment of acquittal, or in the alternative, a new trial. Rule 29 requires the entry of a judgment of acquittal, where after viewing the evidence in the light most favorable to the United States, the trial court finds that no reasonable tier of fact could have found the essential elements of the crime beyond a reasonable doubt. So they saying they didn't have enough evidence. This is the defense motion saying that the United States didn't have enough evidence. However, this standard does not require the defendant to demonstrate that no evidence at all supports the conviction, but rather that the evidence cannot support a finding of guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Y'all know I questioned this whole case, y'all. This case, was not strong as they want y'all to believe. It wasn't. As a matter of fact, after this, we can go to the video evidence. We might got to scratch YSL out of this, because we might not get a chance to get to YSL. The evidence standard was rejected in Jackson, where the Supreme Court held that while a mere modicum, I guess that's the word, of evidence may satisfy a no evidence standard, it cannot by itself rationally support a conviction beyond a reasonable doubt. Jackson 443 U.S. at 320. Furthermore, circumstantial evidence can only be used to support reasonable inference, not speculation and conjecture. Okay. And all the evidence, that whole evidence, y'all, was circumstantial. The whole case was circumstantial. They make it bigger for y'all. Y'all ain't gonna be able to fight with me all the way, but you should be able to see. Based on the evidence and theory presented by the government at trial, each of the counts of conviction against Charles Liggins required the government to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that on August 4th, 2020, Charles Liggins was on Oak Street shooting a firearm with others that resulted in the murder of Carlton Weekly and the assault with a dangerous weapon of Cache Williams. In addition to his presence at and involvement in that shooting, the government was required to establish beyond a reasonable doubt that Oblock was an enterprise engaged in racketeering activity and that defendant Liggins' alleged actions on Oak Street were for the purpose of maintaining and increasing his position in the alleged Oblock enterprise. The evidence was insufficient to establish that Charles Liggins participated in the August 4th, 2020 shooting on Oak Street. Now, he might be one of the ones whose case was garbage. Because I think it was garbage on MUWAP as well. The government's evidence at trial failed to prove that Liggins was a participant in the shooting on Oak Street on August 4th, 2020 that resulted in Carlton Weekly's murder and injury to Cache Williams. That evidence, even when viewed in the light most favorable to the government, was so deficient that no reasonable tier of fact could have found beyond a reasonable doubt that Charles Liggins was a participant in the shooting on Oak Street on August 4th, 2020. Although count 3 charges conspiracy to murder Carlton Weekly, there was no evidence of Charles Liggins' involvement in that conspiracy, independent from the evidence of his alleged participation with others in a shooting on Oak Street. Thus, the government had to prove Charles Liggins' participation in the shooting on Oak Street in order to prove he was involved in a conspiracy charged in count 3. No one who was present on Oak Street at the time of the shooting testified that Charles Liggins was present at that location, much less involved in the shooting. Video footage of Oak Street shooting was introduced. However, no witness identified Charles Liggins in that video footage. No forensic or physical evidence put Charles Liggins on Oak Street at the time of the shooting. In fact, the government's forensic cell site analysts established that during the time of the murder of Charles Liggins' phone was not on Oak Street, but in fact at Parkway Gardens. Hey, yo, that's what I was talking about the whole time. And people were like, yo, what you mean? Yo, the case strong as a bitch. Yo, the case was not strong. It wasn't. It was strong on Kenny Mack. It was strong on to Carlos Alford. It was strong on Teasy. Yo, but Muat and C-Thing, yo, they didn't have no evidence on them, yo. No evidence. Now, more than likely, they probably denied this motion. But the fact that the defense is even able to say those things show you that the case wasn't strong like people thought it was. There was no evidence that Charles Liggins made any statements admitting to involvement in the shooting. No witnesses testified to overhearing any conversation between Charles Liggins and any of the alleged co-conspirators discussing the murder, although the government claimed that defendants at Parkway Gardens were notified that Charleston Weekly was on Oak Street by a phone call allegedly made by defendant Ralph Turpin. There was no proof of any such phone call to any of the defendants, much less Charles Liggins. Thus, even the initial incident that allegedly precipitated the shooting was not proved. Wow. They say much less even the initial incident that allegedly precipitated the shooting was not proved. Okay. Instead, the government's claim that Charles Liggins was involved in the shooting on Oak Street is based solely on identification made by 4 witnesses: David Solomon, Martell Wheatley, Trenches News, Tiffany Huff, and Terrence Grant. None of these 4 witnesses was on Oak Street at the time of the murder. None of these 4 witnesses identified Charleston Liggins in the video footage of the shooting on Oak Street. Instead, the witnesses purported to identify Charles Liggins going up and down the stairwell at Parkway Gardens before and after the time of the murder from Parkway Gardens security video. Yo, what did I tell y'all, man? Like, yo, that case was garbage. For real. Cam Taser video, government exhibit 2000. However, none of the 4 witnesses were in the stairwell at the time the security video was recorded. So none of the 4 witnesses had any personal knowledge of who actually was going up or down the stairs at that time. Instead, the witnesses were directed to look at poor quality security video of persons walking or running in unlit stairwell with dark shadows and distorting backlighting. There was no clear, full-face, well-lit views of persons these witnesses identified as Charles Liggins. Some were twisted, dark side views of persons without clear, identifiable, or unique facial details. Others were of persons seen only from the back. By itself, the poor quality and limited perspective of the video, which the witnesses viewed alone, established that their identification testimony is insufficient to support Charles Liggins' conviction. Additionally, none of the 4 witnesses had sufficient familiarity with Charles Liggins' appearance in August of 2020 to make an identification sufficient to support these convictions. Yo, what I was telling y'all about Trenches News? Like, yo, how is Trenches News going to identify Muwap when Muwap said he ain't seen Trenches News since he was 11? Like, he haven't been around there to say, yo, I know that's him. Yo, people change, height, build, facial features. Like, yo, shit changed over years. Like, yo, this case was poorly put together. That's why when people talk about, yo, it's the feds, I'm like, yo, the feds be reaching. It's not the feds that we remember from back in the day. It ain't the feds that, it's not, yo, they be reaching, yo, they be lying, they be fabricating evidence. But let's continue. David Salone initially claimed that he lived at Parkway Gardens from 2011 to 2018 and to have hung around there until 2021. It was eventually established that starting in 2015, Sloan was living primarily in North Dakota, either with his family or in jail. And it was undisputed that Sloan was in jail from May 2020 through March 2021, after repeatedly failing to name Charles Liggins as a member or leader of Oblock on direct examination. The government simply fed Sloan Mr. Liggins' name. However, Sloan immediately clarified that he had never had any personal relationship with Charles Liggins. On cross-examination, Sloan went even further, admitting that, in fact, he had never personally met or spoken to Charles Liggins. So how the fuck do you use y'all to be a witness? How do you use him to be a witness? Based on that evidence presented, Sloan simply had no basis of knowledge from which to make a physical identification of Charles Liggins as of August 4th, 2020. Adding to Sloan's lack of knowledge regarding Charles Liggins' appearance at that time, Sloan was a paid informant who had received over $20,000, was still on the government's payroll, received immunity for his testimony, was hoping that his testimony would help him obtain a favorable deposition in the pending state gun case, and falsely reported to the FBI at the beginning of the trial that the defendant had recently murdered his brother. Yo, get the fuck out of here, y'all. Come on, feds. Here go Trench's News. Similarly, the witness, Martell Wiley, had insufficient knowledge of Charles Liggins to make an identification of him in a security video. Wiley testified that he was in Parkway Gardens from approximately 2006 to 2011 when he moved out, many years before August 2020. Wiley did not testify to any personal contact or relationship with Charles Liggins such that he would have knowledge of Liggins' physical appearance in 2011, much less in 2020. Wiley claimed to have met Charles Liggins in 2008 or 2009, more than a decade before the shooting. When asked how many times he saw Liggins at Parkway Gardens, Wiley's answer was a few times, adding to this lack of sufficient knowledge on which to base an identification. Trench's News was a paid informant who received almost $25,000 from the FBI. Although on his stand, Wiley denied receiving most of that money and claimed the FBI was lying about the payments. This was only one of the many lies Wiley told on the stand, many of which were established by stipulation. Yo, this is crazy, y'all. The third identification witness, Tiffany Huff, testified that she never seen Charles Liggins in person. She never spent any time with Charles Liggins and did not know him personally. Huff has seen Charles Liggins only on social media and photographs during the time period from 2010 to 2016. Again, this exposure is insufficient basis on which to make any identification. Yo, so this is C-Thing paperwork, y'all. He filed for a motion of acquittal, and the defense attorney is just going through the lack of evidence, basically saying, how did they come to a guilty verdict? Much less an identification of a person on unclear security video. Ms. Huff, who admitted she felt intimidated and threatened by the prosecution, and who sat in the courtroom in violation of the witness exclusion order. Wow. So she sat in the courtroom while other witnesses testified. That's illegal. Was nevertheless shown the Camtasia video at 14:52 and said she could assume the person in the stairwell was Charles Liggins. Huff's assumption is simply insufficient. The fourth identification witness, Terrence Grant, was a security guard at Parkway Gardens from 2014 to 2020. Guard testified that there were approximately 2,000 tenants at Parkway Gardens and approximately 694 units. As to his familiarity with Charles Liggins, Garrett claimed that he had seen and talked to Charles Liggins inside Parkway Gardens during the course of his tenure there. However, there was no evidence presented as to when, where, or how often this contact took place, such as to establish sufficient knowledge of Charles Liggins' physical appearance in August of 2020 to make an identification, particularly in the light of the size and sprawling nature of the complex, as well as the number of persons living and gathering there. Moreover, Terrence Garrett was biased in favor of assisting law enforcement, which undermined his identification of persons in Parkway stairwell as Mr. Liggins. Garrett had focused his education and spent most of his career in law enforcement adjacent work. He studied criminal law, held a variety of security jobs, applied to be Chicago PD, and had a pending application at the Cook County Sheriff's Office. Indeed, Garrett knew before looking at the video that law enforcement believed that the Oak Street shooters were from Parkway Gardens because he helped to collect the video for them, as explained in testimony of Dr. Godfrey Loftus. Such basis further caused into question the reliability of Garrett's identification testimony. However, even if the identification of Charles Liggins made by these four witnesses are accepted as true and accurate, all that testimony would establish is that Charles Liggins went up and down the stairs at Parkway Gardens on August 4th, 2020. Being at Parkway Gardens on August 4th, 2020 is not the crime charged. The government had established beyond a reasonable doubt that on August 4th, 2020, Charles Liggins was on Oak Street with a gun. The government had to establish beyond a reasonable doubt that on August 4th, 2020, Charles Liggins was on Oak Street with a gun in his hand, shooting at Carlton Wheatley and Cashier Williams. There was no evidence establishing that Charles Liggins got into that Chrysler that went from Parkway Gardens to Oak Street before the shooting. Remember I was telling y'all about that, this seat thing. Remember I was telling y'all about that video footage? You can't, the video footage jumped. You couldn't see who got in the car. It jumped. There was no evidence that Charles Liggins was on Oak Street shooting a firearm. There was no evidence that Charles Liggins drove back from Oak Street to Parkway Gardens in a Chrysler. No witness identified Charles Liggins in Parkway Gardens exiting the Chrysler. Therefore, even if the four witnesses' identification of Charles Liggins in the Parkway Gardens stairway before and after the shooting is accepted, the evidence is insufficient to establish Charles Liggins' guilt of crimes for which he was convicted. Under Rule 29, the government cannot fill evidentiary gaps with unreasonable inference and rank speculation. Wow, that's deep. Under Rule 29, the government cannot fill evidentiary gaps with unreasonable inference and rank speculation. But this was what the government has done in this case. A Rule 29 motion requires the court to distinguish between reasonable inference and speculation. Each step in the inferential chain must be supported by evidence that allows the jury to draw a reasonable, that word is fucking me up, inferences from basic facts to ultimate facts. Coleman versus Johnson. Although a jury may infer facts from other facts that are established by inference, each link in the chain of inference must be sufficiently strong to avoid a lapse into speculation. Speculation cannot be a basis of proof in the civil context, much less the basis of proof beyond a reasonable doubt. United States versus Groves. Moreover, even when inference are reasonable, that is still not enough. The evidence must also satisfy the beyond a reasonable doubt standard in United States versus Allen. The Seventh Court reversed a bench trial conviction, finding that the trial judge's inferences were reasonable, but the evidence still failed to satisfy the beyond a reasonable doubt standard. The Seventh Court described its discussion or decision as Allen as follows. While the district judge's inferences were reasonable, we reversed. The question was not whether a logical set of inferences could show the charge was possible or even likely true, but whether it could be inferred beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant was guilty as charged. All right. Yo, this one, yo, this is what I'm saying, yo. I ain't reread all that. In this case, as discussed above, the government had no evidence that Charles Liggins participated in the Oak Street shooting. The 4 identification witnesses, even if believed, only identified Charles Liggins going up and down the stairwells of Parkway Gardens. Neither of these witnesses nor anyone else provided any testimony putting Liggins on Oak Street with a gun in his hand, as they tried to do in Garcia. The government attempted to fill this crucial evidentiary void with agent testimony, interpreting video footage, social media posts, and drill rap music videos, as they tried to do in Garcia. The government attempted to, oh, we gotta read Garcia, because that might play a role in the Dirt case. So what was Garcia? All right, we gotta read Garcia, y'all. United States versus Garcia, the 7th Circuit describes this decision in Allen as follows. While the district judge inferences were reasonable, we reverse. I got that. The Garcia decision particularly instructive as to the dangers of relying on inferences from circumstantial evidence, which, even if those inferences are reasonable, still fail to prove the defendant's guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. In Garcia, the 7th Circuit reversed the trial court's denial of a judgment of acquittal in a drug case where there were no direct evidence of a defendant's possession or distribution of drugs. The government's case consisted of recorded conversation involving the defendant and a person who headed a drug trafficking organization, testimony regarding surveillance of the defendant meeting with the drug kingpin, and agent testimony interpreting the recorded conversation as drug code. The 7th court, so they basically saying you can't speculate. You can't speculate, man. You can't fill in the gaps with speculation. That's what they're talking about right now. The 7th court, after discussing a number of sufficiency of the evidence cases, held that the evidence was insufficient. The 7th court warned that a judge must take special care to guard against the possibility that defendant might be found guilty by either speculation or mere association, acknowledging that the recorded conversation was certainly suspicious and that it was possible, perhaps even likely, that Garcia was guilty. In fact, the court held that the evidence was not sufficient and reversed the conviction. In this case, as discussed above, the government had no evidence that Charles Liggins was a participant in the Oak Street shooting. The 4 identification witnesses, even if believed, only identified Charles Liggins going up and down the stairwell of Parkway Garden. Neither of these witnesses nor anyone else provided any testimony putting Liggins on Oak Street with a gun in his hand, as they tried to do in Garcia. The government attempted to fill in this crucial evidentiary void with agent testimony, interpreting video footage, social media posts, and drill music videos, as they tried to do in Garcia. The government attempted to infer guilt from evidence that Charles Liggins associated with King Von and some of the other defendants and took part in a music genre that told stories of urban violence. However, like Garcia, in the case therein, such evidence is insufficient, even if a series of reasonable inferences can be made that might support a suspicion of criminality. Damn. Yo, y'all heard that? Do I gotta read that again? Do everybody understand that? Basically saying that, so what he hung around King Von? So what they was in music videos? So what they even dissed in music videos? You can't say just because I did these things, you see me, I ran up and down the stairwell. Y'all thought y'all seen me in the car. You can't say even with that I did this shooting, because you gotta fill in the blanks. Who seen me do this? Who testified that they seen me do this? That's a good point. That's what I be talking about, y'all, when I be saying, yo, the case ain't strong. It ain't strong. Dirt case ain't strong. This is what I be talking about. You gotta have concrete evidence, man. You can't just speculate and then fill in the gaps with what they call in reference, or whatever the fuck they called it. Like Garcia, Charles Liggins' conviction in this case cannot stand and judgments of acquittal should be entered on all counts. B, the evidence was insufficient to establish that Oblock was a RICO enterprise engaged in a racketeering activity at the time of the Oak Street shooting on August 2020. Oh, I ain't ready to read all this, y'all. This is a lot. Yeah, we're going to have to finish this tomorrow. What's this? Yeah, we're going to finish this tomorrow, y'all. That's a lot. Where we stopped at? Yeah, we're going to finish this on tomorrow's live. But yeah, I told y'all, yo, that case ain't what people think it is, man. I'm telling y'all, don't be surprised. You know, a lot of people think they might be telling. I think the case just ain't strong. They haven't been sentenced, yo, because they still trying to figure out if that conviction even going to stand. Case was garbage. It's garbage. Look. It's the evidence right here. Look, you can't see. Look at this video footage. I'm gonna go to the video footage.
Just take charge. Start your comeback today at Purdue Global.
Now, why worry about my mouth? So why people be worried about my mouth, yo? Look. You can't tell none of them guys over there. Look at this. And remember, people kept saying, yo, it gotta be more footage. I say, no, it's not. This is the footage. This is what they got. They got convicted off of this footage, y'all. Look how grainy this is. You can't see shit on this footage. Look. The fuck? Hurry the fuck up. There you go. Look. Can't see nothing. Who is that? Who can say for certainty who that is? Now you can speculate, but you can't say for certain who that is. No, hold on. I messed up. Now look when they all come down the steps.
Kamran Beats.
Who's that?
Kamran Beats. Kamran.
Who's that?
Kamran Beats.
You can't say who none of them people is, man. And then right here when they get in the car, it's a lapse. It's a lapse in the video. So you never see them actually get in the car. You just see them pull off. Look, there go the lapse. Video freeze. So this is one of the cars right here. I think this the other one. I ain't sure though. Look, the car that car pulls off. See when this car pull off. It's a tree right there. You can't even see who got in that motherfucker. Yeah. Can't see who that is. Like this evidence was garbage, y'all. Look, that's supposed to be them right there walking. Look, who's that? Can't see him. Can't see who that is. Case was garbage, y'all. Case was garbage. Couldn't get no clear identification on anybody. And that's the video that they had in court. It wasn't no other video. That's what they had in court. But yo, we're gonna YSL. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, y'all. What we just did was, we just coming in, we just went to Charles Liggins. C-Thing paperwork. He filed for a motion for acquittal. We're gonna finish reading it tomorrow.
I can't just say everybody got a problem with everybody. Like they got personal issues, whatever they got going on, they got going on.
I'll ask again, is YFN a rival gang to YSL?
He must have took a plea deal.
We don't been known to go back and forth, so like.
Yeah, he is, Luca.
In that same factual
Hey,
acknowledgement.
Luca, yeah, he is. It's something called the Public Information Act. They gotta release everything. They can't hold nothing back. That's law. That's law.
I'll show you again 420B. On page 2, what does number 3 say?
YFN is a rival gang to YSL.
And did you initial that with your initials on this
Yes.
document?
Yes.
All right. And did you also sign this document?
Dumbass. Wow, that's what the fuck they get. Now you got all these guys, right? All these guys that took them plea deals. And nobody's trying to, like, yo, why'd you take the plea deal? Like, I swear, yo, that's the ignorance in black people, yo, and young black men or black men that get in trouble. Yo, know the laws. When I caught my time, yo, I did so much reading on my motherfucking case because I wanted to know the laws. Like, yo, why would you sign that plea deal? And they told you that you was going to have to testify to this information. They asked him the question was, and what he signed his initials to was, YFN and YSL had a beef. Now she asked him on stand, and he don't want to answer the question. So she brought the plea deal back up. Do you remember this? You remember signing this?
Yes.
So, how long has the rivalry been in existence?
I was in prison.
So did it start when you were in prison?
Yes.
Do you know what year it started?
No.
Yeah,
how long were you in prison?
52 months.
So when did you get out?
2017.
Did the rivalry start before you got out of prison in 2017?
You better go ahead and tell, bro.
Like, I guess.
You better as well just go ahead. You signed it.
Do you know an individual by the name of YSL Lucci or Rayshawn Bennett?
Yes.
How are you familiar with him?
He's a rapper.
Do you know him outside of being a rapper?
A person?
A person?
I said personally?
Yes.
No.
Back in February of 2022, specifically February 9th, 2022, were you aware of him being stabbed in a Fulton County jail?
No.
Do you know someone by the name of Jada Myrick?
No. Well, I heard about him when this case came about, but I don't know him. I don't know him at all.
I want to take you to February 22nd of 2022. Did you get a call from Christian Eppinger while he was in the Fulton County jail?
Yes, ma'am.
And did he reach out to you to get permission to harm Lucci, YSL Lucci?
Yes, he reached out to me.
And have you had an opportunity to listen to that jail call in preparation for your testimony today?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 418 VB. Do you recognize 418 VB?
Yes.
How do you recognize it?
I mean, you showed it to me earlier.
Is that the jail call?
I thought you showed me 3 discs. I thought yeah, you say jail call.
Have you heard the jail call?
Yes, early.
All right. Yeah, and this time the state would like to tender and admit 418 VV into evidence. All right, permission to publish, Mary?
No, he be funny as shit. Like, oh, should have took the jail if he didn't want to testify to it. Shouldn't take the jail. They know they take a snitch pleas. Why would you sign a snitch plea if you know you ain't trying to snitch? This YSL trial. It's YSL trial, Douglas. So we talked about a while ago. We talked about Thug. And I don't believe Young Thug had anything to do with none of this shit. Even though he wound up copping out. But they tried to make it seem like Thug put a hit on Lucci. That's how the public tried to that's how the court tried to push it to the public. But you find out in court today, Thug ain't had shit to do with that. It was actually somebody else. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for me.
Oh, yeah, that's why he's tall. Oh,
Probably didn't.
Yo, what's up, man? What's up? What's going on? What the hell you got going on, my brother? Shit, just popped out. I had quit today, bro. I've been stressing, boy. I got a warrant for next, y'all. And I went to court this morning. They ain't bring that shit up. So I'm bad at now. I'm sending on some shit right now. BT Rose. Send some shit up. They got some bad. You know what I mean? As soon as that shit go through, I'm a blessed, bro. See about 500 now. How many phones there? You know, I'm in Rice Street, man. I know, nigga, they got phone on them. Yeah, that shit upstairs, though. Oh, they got me on PC with the boy Lucci. Oh, that's on PC. Yeah, I ain't find out, man. Find out what I get for that, bro. Huh? Man, find out what I get for that, bro. Guess what? You don't know so much. I know what you did. I just told you why that. Okay, so what you need me to do? Find out what I get, man. I just told you.
Oh, so he on PC with Lucci. And he asking him to find out what he can get if he hit Lucci. That's what he's asking him.
I don't want me to go with. We don't know it. Lucci, nigga. Oh, you want to go him? Yeah.
This was earlier today.
I'm gonna let you know when you gonna call back. I call back anytime, bro. I've been trying to call you, bro. I like if I go. If one nigga gonna make sure nigga straight up, Obama gonna do it, bro. Obama gonna do it. Man, yeah, you know that, but we got down. I'm gonna just put some. I'm gonna put something over here and see. Well, you know what I mean? What they gonna say to you? You got down. I need a lawyer, bro. I need a lawyer answer right. Yeah, you do, and that's a big fear right there. If you get that boy, so shit, I don't see nobody not fucking with you, bro. If you come live here, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? I was trying to get dollar numbers so I can holler at Slime, man. I know I was gonna holler about that shit on the phone, but you gonna catch nigga drift like you did caught. I'm gonna pull up to the yo tonight.
No, he looking stupid as a motherfucker. Why would you have that whole conversation on the jail phone? Like, yo, how stupid can you be, yo? How stupid can you be? Like, this is an obvious conversation. I hope they don't think they were speaking in codes. Like, hey, man, come on now. Then he said Slime, so you done implicated Young Thug. Everybody in the fucking world know who Slime is. Like, these boys was stupid.
I'm pulling up to the yo tonight. That bitch. That bitch ain't supposed to be spending something, bro. I'm gonna pull a shout to the sound for one-on-one shit at the ass shot. Hey, yeah, bro. They tell him my situation too, bro. I reckon he done heard about it. You know I'm gonna tell him, bro. I got you, bro. Yeah, who all right now? Yeah, me, Ted, Rose, Chill.
They just naming all these names.
Hey, tell Rose, be on the phone. Who is? They big Bricc like man, nigga. Stop playing on me, boy. What's going on, man? What's up, nigga? What you doing, man? You good? Yeah, just nigga trying to make it. I ain't complaining. I'm alive. I'm gonna get something for you. Give me like Monday. I got you. Yeah. What are they going? I'm gonna give you too. If you can cash up, you can cash up to Big Mama.
Hey yo, fuck no. Hey yo, fuck no, yo. Yo, hell no, yo. No, yo. No. Yo, they did not just discuss payment. Yo, did they just discuss payment on a jail phone openly? Did they openly discuss payment on a jail phone for stabbing Lucci? Is that what we just heard, y'all, or am I tripping? All right. As long as I know I ain't tripping, y'all. I think that's what I could have sworn that's what I just heard. Like, yo, get the fuck out of here, yo. Like, yo, these boys crazy.
All right. Phone got the number? Yeah. All right, my phone there. I'm getting my phone. I got you. Yeah, man. Yeah, nigga. Oh, it's not it. Huh? You got line? Nah, they got me on PC with the output. Oh, PC. Yeah, they got right Lucci. No.
Say his name again.
Tell me give you something now. Huh? Tell me give you something now. I'm trying to have this line, man. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yo.
These mushrooms make you feel better.
Yo, Young Thug. And I know how I ever feel about him, but I ain't talking about that. He better cut every single one. I would change my record label name. Fuck YSL. Like, fuck that. Like, we don't even want to go by that name no more. Like, he need to disassociate himself from anything YSL. Yo, that was the dumbest hit I've ever heard in my 39 years of living. My 39 years of living, y'all. Like, they ain't use coded language. Like, I'd have been like, yeah. I'd have been like, yo. I'd have been like, yeah, you know, man, remember yo from, you know, say some shit like that. You feel me? Remember yo from, you know? Yeah. Yeah, yo round. Yo was round not too long ago. Or some shit like that. You feel me? Like, yo, I don't know, yo. I'd have thought of something slicker than what the fuck they said. I'd have never mentioned his name. I'd have never mentioned Thug name. I'd have never even mentioned I was even going to do anything. Like, yo, this was stupid. This was stupid as a motherfucker. And, yo, I ain't know this was going to be this stupid when I clicked on this. Like, I actually thought that something, I don't know. I seen a little clip.
They increase focus and energy while keeping you calm.
I didn't think this was we was going to listen to.
Yeah, hey, Obama. Yo. Yeah, those, man, that fake cheese. Yeah, I know you got that shit.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, got down. Good. I already know, bro. I already know the situation, bro. But like, if I bust some of these folks, know what I mean? Let you have live in, and if I want you to have live in, and then got down. All right. Yeah. So you know, hey, when you get a chance, call me back, bro. So I can talk to you one on one. I got a lot of ears around. All right, got yeah, that's all. Who out there with cash up, man? Money out there got cash up. I got cash up. I ain't got nothing on the right now, baby. Yeah, girl. Tell her to lock me in. As soon as I get some more cash up, I see some.
Hey, yo, fuck no.
All right, bro. Love y'all. I love you, baby, bro.
And we'll stop playing at 11:18 into the call.
Yo, fuck no, yo. That was the wildest shit I ever heard in my life.
Ebinger was in jail?
Allegedly.
Were you aware of a shooting of a police officer on Cleveland Avenue in February of 2022?
Yes, I heard about it.
And did you have any knowledge if Mr. Ebinger was a part of that shooting?
I know he was arrested for it.
Now, on that call, Mr. Ebinger reached out to you to get permission to stab Lucci?
I mean, yeah, he called me. Yes, he called me.
Do you know why he would have to call to get permission?
Hey, yo, he fucking stupid. Hey, yo, he know he fucking stupid. Like, he couldn't even say it. He caught me. Yo, he think it's crazy. Hey, yo, Atlanta, y'all gotta tighten up, yo. That gangster shit, I ain't gonna lie, yo. It was so crazy. It was, it's like he was skipping a beat. Oh my goodness. You're right. Let me bring him some water for real.
That's another conversation.
I left where it was. I never took the next step to reach out to nobody to try to hurt nobody. I had a conversation. I was talking to be talking. I didn't.
I understand. My question is, though, do you know why he would have to get permission to go stab Lucci?
He ain't got to get permission. He a grown man. He can do what he want to do.
So why was he calling you to get permission?
Sis James.
What he gonna say?
When he was asking for permission,
What he
who
gonna
did he
say?
want you to reach out to?
I don't know. I said I put something. I know. I just replied like I put something in a couple people's ears. So
Who were the couple people's ears that you were going to put something into?
nobody.
When he says that I've been trying to get Dolly so I can talk to Slime, who's Dolly?
Mr. Williams have a sister named Dolly.
And then who is Slime?
Somebody called.
That ain't throat dry.
When he said that, he put Slime and Dolly in the same sentence, so I just assumed he was talking about Mr. Williams.
Going back to your plea agreement, did you tell us who Slime was in that call when you took your plea?
Can I say the plea? Sure.
Get the fuck out of here. Hey, you know what that motherfucker, you know what that goddamn police say? Fuck you talking about? Can I see the plea? You know exactly what that plea say, y'all. You read that plea front and back. you read that plea, go to the motherfucking stand today. You know what that plea says. I fucking play. Yo, this is fucking comedy. You right, Kevin. Yo, this is fucking comedy, man. Like, yo, that water, he gonna need another water soon. That water gotta be damn near gone. That water gotta be gone. Ain't nothing in that goddamn water bottle. Water ain't working. It ain't. Hey, yo, fuck no, yo. Hey, y'all, I had no idea. I'd have played this first. I had no idea this is this funny.
Show you again, page 420 BB. I'm going to direct you to page 306, and you just read this to yourself.
Idiot bad for Bricc.
We're going to look at number 11.
Yo, fuck no, yo.
They said it.
Why'd you sign the plea, bro? You should have just waited it out, bro.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said first.
What did he say? I didn't hear it either. I think he said, like, I just told you that or something. Did you get it, man?
That's how I just told you. I just told her who.
Did you say you assumed who it was, or was it Slime?
I just, like, from the conversation, I just put two and two together. He put Slime and Dolly in the same sentence, so I just figured he was talking about Mr. Williams. I never.
When you said you were going to pull up to the yo, what were you referring to?
I was talking about the studio, but I was lying.
You was lying.
And when you were lying, what were you telling him you were going to pull up to the studio and do?
I probably would saying to yo this to make him think that I was going to pull up on Mr. Williams, but I never really going to pull up on Mr. Williams. I'm not going to ask him that like that. I don't even know if they know each other, so I know.
Did you tell him, or did he tell you that he just needed a lawyer?
Hey, yo.
Yes, he said that in the car.
Yo, his deal was ready to get revoked. he gonna be the next one going back. His deal was ready to get revoked. I'm trying to tell you. You should have signed this shit, bro.
And did you tell him that would be a big fee if you get that?
I was just talking, man. I was just.
Now, in that call, did you also say that Funk just pulled off?
Yes, I think I said it in the car.
Who is Funk?
Who is Funk?
Yes.
The brother.
And is On Funk also Mr. Williams' brother?
Yes.
No, his back hurting. His fucking throat getting tight. he got one of them bubbles in his throat. Oh,
now,
goodness.
Back in 2022, when this phone call took place, was YSL having a beef with YFN?
Was YSL having a beef with YSL? I mean, I had a problem with them.
What was your problem with YFN?
They had them just kill my friend. I ain't saying they had whatever. I don't know.
Yo, fuck no. Hey, yo, I don't know. He just say that. Yo, he just said they killed my friend, yo. He did not just say they killed my friend. Yo, he is nervous. Yo, he is sweating bullets. I'm talking about legs, feet, hands. What the fuck? I swear I had to play this first, y'all. I had no clue. Yo, you know, I don't watch the videos before I play them. Like, I skip through them just to have it on my history so we can run it back. Yo. He said he tried to take that shit back. I mean, I ain't mean to say that to kill my friend. Hold on, we gotta run that part back. We gotta run that part back. Fuck no, yo. Why'd you say that, bro? Hold up, we gotta run that part back. Where we at?
What was your problem with YSL?
They had them just kill my friend. I mean, I ain't saying they had what it. I don't know, but people were trolling like they killed one of my friends. So like, this something I took personal. I can't say how everybody else felt.
And is that, are you referencing Mr. McMillan, Mr. Ford?
Yes.
Now, do you know someone by the name of Kenneth Copeland?
Yes.
And does he have a nickname?
The Wolf.
And do you know someone by the name of Zay?
Zay?
Yes.
Yes.
Nico!
And have you been in conversations with Zay about Woody being harmed in prison because of his status with YSL?
Yes, I heard a phone call earlier.
And have you had the opportunity to listen to that phone call?
Yes.
All right. Showing you what's been marked as 422 VV.
Yo, he is funny
You
as
recognize
shit.
officials on 422 VV.
Yes.
And how do you recognize it?
I signed it.
And is that the call that we were just referencing with you and Zach?
Yes.
Around this time, they would like to let 422 VV.
Yo, why would you sign that deal, yo?
And permission to pump. And while that is getting loaded, were you arrested for the charges in this indictment? 22 SC 183-572.
She keep reminding.
And where were you arrested at? Not an address, but
in the cab.
She keep reminding
a
him.
house, an apartment, or something else.
A house.
Just so he don't forget.
And when you were arrested, did the officers who came and arrested you, did they take pictures inside of your home?
Yes.
And did they find a bandana and a gun inside the house?
Yes, that's what they found.
Did they find the gun underneath a bed or
Yo, this
mattress?
Doug's
before
actually
she was
fucking
taken?
stupid.
I mean, I had Jay came to the house, so.
Yo, what are you doing?
Yes, I guess they did.
And was that a picture of?
Manage money as a family with the Venmo Teen account, available for ages 13 to 17.
Of the bandana and the gun that was found when they arrested you?
Yes, but that's what they found. I'm wrong. I ain't wearing no bandana. I'm not having no bandana.
Was the bandana found in the room that you were in?
The room that they said I was sleeping in, yes.
Is that the bandana? Is that the gun that was found in the room that they say that you were sleeping in?
Yes.
Yeah, this time the statement like that 416 DV and 417 DV. It's your minute. All right.
Yo, gang. Yo.
My Mitsubishi kid.
I
know. Listen, man. I just got a phone with the boy Woody, right?
Yeah.
Woody just coming down the road, right? So they did jump on him. They did that. But
they still talking to Woody? What the fuck is wrong with this little clique was destined for failure. Why are they talking to Woody?
he was like, they tried to put him on doing all that. But he said the game task force came and talked to him and all that.
He said, why did I miss something? Yeah, hold on, y'all. These damn dudes is tripping. Yo. So you better be back in that cage. What's wrong with you? Get yourself together. Both y'all. What up, miss, y'all? Hold up, man. Why the fuck is they still talking to Woody, though? That's crazy. My bad, y'all.
So, gang, yo, my Bishop Biggs out here.
Like that, 416 DV and 417 DV. This your nigga. All right.
Yeah, I see. What?
Yo, gang, yo, my Bishop Biggs out here. I know, listen, man, I just got a phone with the boy, Woody, right? Yeah. Woody just caught me down the road, right? So, they did jump on him. They did that. But, he was like, they tried to put him on the door and all that. But he said the gang task force came and talked to him and all that shit. So he threw it right here. And long story short, he based on some, bro, that YSL shit over with, bro. Nigga got started a whole new name. Like, that's how he coming at me. Like, bro, that shit so fucking hot right now, bro. He like, bro, you gonna go to jail, bro.
What the fuck? Hey, cause what he telling? What the fuck is you talking about? Hey, this is wild, yo. He said the gay task force came and hollered at him. And they said, man, look, well, we got your YSL was over with. I've been telling for 10 fucking years any goddamn way. You feel me? What he could have told y'all YSL was over with 10 years ago. What he could have told them 10 years ago that YSL was over with. What the fuck is he talking about? Like, yo, this is crazy, y'all. Yo, I've never seen nothing like this in my life, yo. Like, yo, come on, y'all. Thug was tripping. Hey, Edward, I agree, y'all.
He's in jail no more than us. We on the street. Yeah. Freelancing. They know because them folks on the bone folks. You know what I'm saying? Nigga Richard got backstage and shit for a little bit, like really not even like not figure. I'm not giving up on game, period. He's like, it's so much going on, this shit, bro. Like, bro, it's so much going on, bro. Like, yeah, it's a lot going on, this shit, bro. Yeah, I think they got fired back. That's how they got kind of filed back because there's so much going on. Like, I talked to Woody. He called me. He was like, bro, Vape, bro, about 3 niggas done push up on me, talking about your name, talking about, what? I'm on the Vape, Woody, them folks pushing up on Woody, them folks trying to.
Yo, you're not even supposed to have this. Yo, you don't even have this conversation on the phone. You don't have this conversation on the phone. That conversation supposed to be done face to face. Yo, where you at? Man, I gotta talk to you. All right, I'll be up there. You don't have this conversation on the phone, y'all. Like, yo, these guys is rookies. Like, what the fuck is wrong with them, man? Don't talk about nothing like this on the phone. If Woody told you that, you relay that message in person. Oh, this a jail call too? This not a jail call. This a jail call, y'all. I thought this was like a phone tap. Yo, wow, man. Wow.
Word now, like, bro, y'all need anything that's you feel me? Yeah. Folks pushing up on Woody, so Woody finally called like, "Hey, boy, you hell?" He like, "Boy, I'm proud of you." I'm like, "What?" He like, "Well, hey, man, you standing on business, you feel me?" So I go and tell him about you. I'm like, "Man, I'm standing on business too." You feel me? Like, "Yeah, y'all the one. I'm like, "Yeah, that's my man." You feel me? Yeah. Yeah, though, but I was just telling him how niggas put up, niggas ain't outside for real. He was like, "Man," he say, "Baby, bro, I know that, bro." He like, "Bro, niggas like everybody ain't like that, bro." You give me the rundown, like, you know, Woody want a nigga who I really just sit down and listen to. Shout really smart. Yeah. Shout very intelligent, like, and you know when something like, you like, "But that shit hot right now." They
ain't no fucking intelligent.
Bro, like, I know he's basically like, bad job, they want to go do something, but you can't right now. He said it's impossible. He said it's impossible. He said, "Yeah, they gonna end up in jail too." He said, "Because they watching. When you think they ain't watching, so they own nigga ass, bro."
Listen to this. Look.
Bro, you gotta chill, bro. Just tell Gang, don't tell Rose them to chill. You feel me? Tell them to chill for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They say niggas backstage, bro. Like, just chill and just lay low. You feel me?
Why he not talking like that now? Like, he talk very clear when he being wiretapped. Like,
until his time, you know what I'm saying? Time for everything.
Y'all, they why they lay low? Lead about the end of June. I first said beginning of June, but shit, June about 30 days away.
Yeah, June about 30 days.
We'll be all right. Not too much. I get too much because that's why I said. I said I was ready to say Zoom, but I was Zoom. Listen. I'm still coming around gang. I ain't me too. I'm just feeling. I'm finna go get. I'm finna start. Niggas gotta move. Niggas gotta move out of boy. Stop posting just like Mr. Right. Niggas gotta stop posting that YSL shit. You can't post that YSL.
Yo, wow, yo, that's these niggas is stupid as shit.
I'm finna stop right here and grab this food stamp card. And I'm finna ride to my house. Then I'm gonna pull up on your spot, bro. I'm pull up on you today, bro. All right, so come on.
Yo, wow, that is amazing. Yo, why the YSL crew needs to be studied. They need to be studied, yo. Like seriously, yo. Every single one of them, they need to donate. When it's all said and done, all of them need to donate their brains to science. And these niggas need to be studied, yo, because I have never seen, like, yo, I don't even know what to say. Like, yo, how do you, the man call from the joint, tell you, yo, shit hot. Feds that can't pick me up. And instead of you having this conversation face to face, you get on the phone. The main rat, just told you that, yo, this shit ready in. So instead of you meeting face to face, you get on the phone and have the conversation about everything y'all just talked about. Like, yo, get the fuck out of here, yo. I ain't never in my life. This different. Man, it's different. That's what he supposed to did. That's what he supposed to did. He put, like, you don't have that conversation like that. No, you had that conversation, yo, face to face. Phones outside, phones in the car or something. Yo, we gonna meet. We ain't even meeting at the house. Meet you on the side of the road or something. Yo, we meet at Denny's up. We go to. Yo, I don't know. You don't. I know you don't have that fucking phone conversation face on no goddamn phone. That was crazy. I ain't not in my life seen no shit like that. I ain't not in my life seen nothing like that. Yo, them boys moving reckless. That's difficult. But the crazy thing about it, these ain't even young kids. Like, a lot of these dudes in their 30s. Like, you'd have thought they known better. But, I don't know, y'all. I guess it takes some people longer than others. Like, maybe they'll never learn. I know one thing for certain. Fuck them niggas. I wouldn't do no crimes with them, ever. We had never committed crime together. Because them, they some talkative dudes. Yo, we gotta go back tomorrow. Damn, I fucking stepped on this thing. We gotta go back tomorrow, yo, and read that the rest of that paperwork, yo. See what that Oblock paperwork. Damn, shorty. That was funny as shit, yo. He might be on the stand tomorrow too, though, yo. So tomorrow we gonna revisit him. Cause I'm dying to see how the rest of this ended. Like, for real. Joe said, cause they killed my homeboy. No, they ain't killed my homeboy. They was trolling like they killed my homeboy. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Joe said they killed my homeboy on this thing. Fuck out of here. But shit, I appreciate everybody that tapped in. I think I'm ready to ride to the store. It was fucking freezing cold outside. And it's late. Yo, make sure y'all support the platform if y'all can. Yo, Cash App at the bottom, man. I think this is a good live though, yo. You know we. Damn, yo. They on here. The main snitch. The main snitch is telling him that shit hot. For one, yo, why they still on the phone with Woody? Like, Woody? Like, it took y'all, like, yo, how was Woody able? How was Woody able to be around for that long? Moving how he was moving. Like, yo, that's crazy in itself. Yo said, yo, Woody one of the only people I really listen to. Cause he's smart for real. I bet Woody is smart. Woody can give you the whole rundown of everything because he was the one talking. He was in the interrogation room. It's about 15 interrogation videos of him. What he was, he thought he was smart. He ain't think, man, why the fuck would he know all this information? Like, it never crossed his mind. Why the fuck do Woody know so much? Why every time it come down to, yo, shit ready to go down. Why would he always know first? Motherfuckers ain't nobody never question that. Ain't nobody never think, damn, yo, maybe Woody out here, maybe Woody the one out here telling. What you mean? Gunna, this don't change nothing wrong, Gunna. Gunna took a snitch plea too. All them boys, a lot of them boys took snitch pleas. Monk Tunk took a snitch plea. He took a snitch plea. Yo, whenever you sign a plea deal implicating other people, that's called a snitch plea. Whoa. Fucking windy as shit outside. Yeah, whenever you take a deal implicating other people, that's called a snitch plea, man. You don't take no deal implicating other people unless everybody's taking a deal. Like, why would you take a deal implicating other people when some people going to trial? You know you're gonna have to testify to that. Like, I can't believe all them boys did that. That was stupid. You know you gotta testify to that. And that's a damn shame, though. That's a damn shame, cat. Because even you know, out of 28 people, right? You would expect a lot of them to tell. But not this fucking many. God damn. Only like 4 of them stay silent out of 28 people. Like, no, that's not normal. That's not normal, man. Like, out of 28 people, you would think at least 8 of them, at least 8 of them, 6, fuck, at least 7 or 6 gonna stay silent. No, not YSL. 28 of them motherfuckers, 26 of them motherfuckers was tough. It's still 4 more that need to go to court. Man, that's deep, man. That is deep. That was funny as a motherfucker. You shit. It's not how you get nervous, you get the motherfucking lump in your throat. Yo, it's like he probably had a motherfucking golf ball stuck in his throat. Could barely even breathe on that stand, boy. And that's my thing, right? If you gonna, like, I just don't understand. When they took them pleas, you had to know you was going to testify. You had to know that. Like, it was part of the plea. You signed your name on the bitch. So it's like, they wanted to get out that bad. So it's like, what they thought they was going to be able to get on the stand and play? Only person who was able to do that was Woody, because they gave him immunity. He was the only person that was able to get on that stand and play. And they still gonna get his ass. Woody ain't getting away with that. Man, you're a guy, people, man, if you think Woody's getting away with playing with them people like that, you don't know how these people operate. They gonna set Woody up so good. Watch. Wait till his trial over. They might get him since Doug, the headline is out the way. Woody better not catch a motherfucking traffic ticket. They might plant something on his ass. I'm just trying to tell you, them people play dirty, y'all. That's why it's better off never even to get tied in with them motherfuckers. And that's why you never cooperate with them. You don't cooperate with them people, man. Them people, they don't give a fuck about you. They had never had your best interest. It's only what's in interest of the court. Like, you don't work with them people, man. People ain't your fucking friends. They will swindle you. Moontonk made him sign a snitch plea and sent his ass to prison. Still a rat. The fuck? You still a rat. You signed the plea. I don't give a fuck if you ain't go to court and stand on it. You signed the plea. I don't know. Maybe their law is different in the South. I know in Baltimore, yo, we ain't on that. Like, for real. Get your ass hurt fucking around, playing around like that. Then the jail phone calls and how open they was talking on jail phone calls that tell you these phone calls are recorded. It tells you that on every phone call. Every phone call. It tells you that. The fuck you think they lying? Like what the fuck? What you think that's just a what the fuck they call that shit? A warning? Advisory warning? Fuck no. Them phones are fucking, they're listening. That shit is crazy, man. I ain't never in my life. I wouldn't even have signed them pleas. Y'all remember y'all when we read Moonton's plea deal? I couldn't believe he signed his name onto that. That whole plea deal implicated other people. The whole plea deal. And like I say, it's nothing wrong with signing that, but everybody gotta cop out. You can't sign something like that and people are fucking going to trial. Like that's the #1 rule. And Moto he wasn't no young boy. Moto older than me, I think. See, I think what it is in Baltimore, we already know what time it is. Like motherfucker know. When I took my plea deal, because one of my co-defendants took a plea, right? Saying that he was gonna testify on me and my other co-defendant. So when I took my plea, I made sure that I ain't testifying on nobody, and I want to make sure if I take this plea that it's still gonna be on the table for my other co-defendant. Like, well, I ain't taking the bitch. Like my plea deal came with stipulations. Like I'm not signing nothing that's gonna implicate anybody else in anything. But the thing about my case is we all copped out. But we ain't copped out the same day. So my co-defendant copped out first, which caused the rest of us to cop out. But me and my other co-defendant was still trying to fight. Because we knew the case was garbage. We knew the case was garbage. But when I took the deal, I said I gotta make sure that my co-defendant can take the deal too. That's the only way I'm gonna take the bitch. So once I got confirmation on that, then I'm like, all right, I'll take it. But people get in them situations and then it's like, hey man, for their self. But that's not how it's supposed to be, we in this together. Yeah, we all charged individually. Yeah, we all probably do different time. But when it come down to deals, we are in this together, You can't take the deal because you can fuck up the whole case for everybody. You can ruin the whole case for everybody by one person taking the deal. And now the state then wrote up these facts that they believe are the facts. And once you sign it, you said it. That's how it works. Once you sign what the state wrote, if the state say you was the shooter, this person was the driver, this person got rid of the firearm, and you sign that, they your statements. You said it now. So when them people call you to come to court, they're gonna be expecting you to say that. And if you don't say it, now they can take the deal off the table and give you the max. And there's nothing you can do about it because you pled guilty. Like it's a real simple concept. Like I don't understand why them YSL members is having such a hard time figuring that out. Like it's very simple. Don't sign nothing that you ain't going that you're not willing to testify to. Real simple. And it's crazy because they wasn't even locked up that long before they took them deals. They might have only locked up 3 months. Ain't like they was locked up for a year or 2 years, then they came with plea deals. Them boys was locked up for 3 months. And they took the first deal. They took the first deal. You don't take the first deal with nothing. And nothing you do in any type of negotiation, you don't never take the first deal. I don't care if you're buying a car, I don't care if you're buying a pair of shoes on black market. You don't take the first deal. First deal always a bad deal. Now you got the other, what is it, 2 people still on trial? And 4 of them that that haven't been ain't had court yet. Yeah, Kimmy, they is, man. Alright. Them boys different. Them boys different. Yeah, them boys different, man. Fuck that. Yo, it's so cold outside, y'all. Like real windy. Yo, we stayed up mad late, y'all. Yeah. Y'all know I don't be getting no sleep, yo, doing these lives, right? I do these lives for us because it's the only way we can have real conversations, man. Other than that, ain't nobody having no, or I can't say ain't nobody. The average YouTuber, they ain't really giving no real information. Them motherfuckers running with fake stories and creating narratives for views. We at least try to have real conversations that people can learn something from. And what people should learn from this video is, don't take no wild ass plea deal. Cause your ass gonna have to testify to that shit. Read that shit. Don't just sign. Don't just sign something because they telling you to sign it. Or because you want to get out of jail. That's the trick. That's how they trick you. Yeah, they did. That's how they trick you. They know you want to get out. So yeah, we're going to make them sign this deal. We're going to make him tell on his friends. And if you play with us, when the time comes, we're gonna spank him on the back end. You feel me? That's the game. If he play with us when the time comes, we're gonna tear him up on the back end. That boy was choking. I'm surprised he ain't choked to death on the stand. That motherfucker could hardly breathe. Y'all, more than likely he gonna be on the stand to tomorrow. They probably gonna keep him on the stand for a couple days. Cause she see it. I mean, them prosecutors, she see it's blood in the water. You heard me? You know when blood hit the water, the sharks start to come out. She see blood. She ready to milk his ass. But should I appreciate everybody that tapped in? I'm ready to go to bed. Y'all know I gotta get up in 3 hours. Make sure I support the platform. Cash App at the bottom of the screen. Salute to everybody that tapped in. Stayed up late with me. Yeah, it's 2:14. Y'all know we go live every day, 11 p.m. Eastern time. Tomorrow we're gonna go back into that Oblock paperwork because we gotta get to the bottom of that paperwork. That paperwork said a lot. For all the people that thought that case was rock solid, even if they denied that motion, the fact that the defense can even say things like that tells you that that case wasn't what people thought it was. And if you can go back and look at the first video or the first couple videos I did on Oblock, I was telling y'all, yo, this case ain't that. I'm telling you, they don't have no concrete evidence. Like, I don't even know how they even allowed them guys to identify them people, and they didn't even know them. They brought people in court to identify the Oblock 5 as the shooters, and none of the people even knew them. Like, yo, that's that illegal shit I be talking about the feds be getting away with. What no state court in America allow that. What no state court in America allow the state to bring in witnesses that don't know the suspects and testify, or knew the suspects when they was kids and testify as to their identification. Ain't no way, yo. The Fed, that was dirty. That was dirty, man. A lot of people like to talk about, no, yo, but they got them on video. Yo, you can't see nothing on that video. We just watched the same video they watched in court. The same video they watched in court. You couldn't identify none of them people. Now you can speculate, but it's rules and laws against speculation. We heard in the document. It's laws against speculation, then trying to fill in the blanks. Like, yo, cases get overturned for that. Cases get overturned for that. You can't say just because they know King Von, they got diss songs back and forth. This person looks like that person. Yo, you can't say definitively that he's the shooter and get found guilty. Man, hell no, that's against the law, man. Straight up. Yo, people commit crimes, man. like I don't know why people crime committing is never gonna stop, bro. It's never gonna stop. And I see in New York, people commit crimes, bro. And beefs are gonna happen. Like, it's nothing you can do to stop that. Like, I don't know. I don't think this country is interested in stopping it. So why are we gonna play like this not something that's always gonna be a part of the world? Like, not even just the world in general. Like, we'd be sitting here having a pointless conversation, talk about stopping crime. Like, that whole conversation would be pointless because they don't want to stop crime. It's too much money in crime. Too much money in crime. America eats off drug selling. Great. America eats off that shit. They funded the whole war of drugs. Like, that's a pointless conversation. But the better conversation is the court systems running over top of motherfuckers. The court system going above and beyond the law. Because that's how innocent people get found guilty. Not saying that they innocent, but I'm saying that's how innocent people get found guilty. That's something that's more feasible. That's something that's a problem when you got people that have been locked up 30, 40 years and you find out years later on year 31 or year 41 that this person who y'all locked up their whole life ain't commit the crime because the state or the feds is over sentencing people and bringing in false evidence. I'd rather focus on that, my brother. Yeah, but here come the trolls. Should I appreciate everybody that tapped in? Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. It's another day. Keep it G.